Welcome, Wapham Crew. I'm your host, TessaTNT, and I'm so grateful that you can join me this evening. We are live from the Mile High Clubhouse tonight. So, being that we are in the Mile High Clubhouse, I have a specific set of rules. You guys need to secure your tinfoil hats, buckle down tight, and hold on loosely, as we're going to be soaring over the rocky tops of the La Platas on a Rocky Mountain High. Get sucked into the vortex of the Four Corners and settle down snugly at mile marker 420 in colorful Colorado. It is Saturday, October 2nd, Sunday, October 3rd for those of you across the pond and beyond. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, and welcome to We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. I hope you had an awesome weekend so far. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on one of our many outlets. If you're listening live right now, you're listening to us on Spreaker, as well as KPNL Radio, which you can find at kpnl-db.com. You may also find us on Spreaker, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iTunes, iHeartRadio, CastBox, Tumblr, SoundCloud, TuneIn Radio, Deezer, Podcast Addict, and Podcast Chaser. Make sure you go like and follow us and ding that little bell on YouTube, and go like and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and pretty soon we're going to be on StreamYard. Had I not gone out of town this week, I would have had that all set up where you could see me and Chris's lovely faces. Speaking of which, tonight I have a treat for all my guys and gals out there. Tonight we will be talking to and hanging out with and also doing free psychic readings with Psychic Chris Garcia. And if you don't know about Chris already, he's a very gifted and talented psychic medium. And he's also a shaman. That is part of his roots. And he enjoys, as well, paranormal investigation. Welcome, Chris, and thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I missed you.
Oh, my God. I miss you, too. It's just everything, I do believe, happened for a reason.
Yeah, that's how I felt, too.
I felt like it was just, everything was just wonky. The energy was just, I don't know. I mean, the energy was wonky, like with the scheduling and stuff. But as far as like the show is concerned, I think it was for me to reflect on time that, hey, there's going to be people coming around more. I didn't really expect that. It was unexpected. I'm happy that we were able to do July, but for some reason September was just not in our favor for some reason. But
I know, and it's like, for me, it was kind of frustrating because I was like, are you sure? Like, that's your birthday weekend. And for me, like, the older I get, the longer my birthday lasts. And so I was like, are you sure? And then you're like, my mom wants to take me out. And at first I was a little frustrated, but it worked out perfectly because you were booked on 9/11. And so instead of having you on the show, I did what I consider like an epic 9/11 show, and it just totally made sense that that's what was supposed to happen. You're supposed to spend time with your family, and it worked out perfectly. You're like, are you mad at me? And I'm like, no, it worked out the way it was supposed to. And I'm so grateful. And I'm so glad that you got to spend time with your family.
Yes, and the birthday, you know what? I'm going to actually say this on the air. Mr. Psychic Chris, if I was on that show, on that day, now think about this for a second. I was not, well, I'm not going to say how old I was. I'm not going to say that. But everybody that knows my age, you know how old I am. I think you do. And I actually took a shot. That's a shot.
What? What'd you take a shot of?
It's called the nipple.
Oh, the slippery nipple. You had a slippery nipple.
Yes,
the butterscotch nummy num?
Yes, and you know what was so crazy? I've never drank in my life, girl. But
are you serious? That was like your first shot ever, and I missed out. What the crack?
Yes. But that day, lucky enough, I ate all my food because I was like, I didn't think they were going to do that because they brought me a lot of presents and I did get money, gift cards and stuff like that. But I'm glad I ate because when I was drinking, what was I drinking? I think it was tea or something or a Big Red. And then the waiter came to the next to me and I was like, what the hell is this? because it had this little milky, liquidy thing. I'm like, what's that? And he goes,
Little
he
pink
pointed.
spot on the top.
Yeah, and he goes, what? And then he pointed, and they said, that's your birthday shot. And I'm thinking, and then my cousin on the other side, he goes, dude, you're not getting younger. You're in your 40s, which I just said, I'm in my 40s. And that was my first shot. And you know what? The only thing that it did do is that it made me sleepy. Now, if I would have
Aw.
hit another, that after that, I think if I would have got maybe like 2 or 3 more, it would have hit me because, like I said, I've never drank any alcohol, but I actually felt good because I felt very, very calming that day.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to myself, just think about it. If I would have done the show, I would have probably been tipsy. And, that would have been awkward for me to be like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I would have been able to focus,
Mm-hmm.
but my mind was just too relaxed that I'm just like, this is my weekend. And it was good. It was a real good weekend. I spent even Friday, I started early. People were like, what are you going to do? And I said, I don't know what they have in store for me. And then that whole week before my birthday, I was telling people that I said, is it just me? Or does somebody feel like something's about to happen? Well, during that week, I was on all different shows, and I got confirmation from different, maybe 4 people. And I said, why does it feel like the memorial of 9/11, like everyone that I talked to was almost expecting for something to happen.
It
And
was
I thought,
because it was the 20th anniversary.
yes. And that felt so weird, Tess, because I could feel that something was in the air, but I just couldn't figure out what it was. And when I tuned into it, it said, it's not going to happen today. But I did get messages during that day, and it said it's on the horizon. So it's like basically nearby. The fact that everybody that I talked to felt that energy that day, that only tells me that it's not that far. Whatever was meant to happen or whatever anybody was picking up that day, I'm going to tell you right now, we're in for an attack on our own soil. I did a show with my friend Mark and Joe, and we were talking, and you know what's crazy? We were actually talking about cyber attack.
Mm-hmm.
And I
There's
hope
been a
to
lot of
God
talk
that,
about that recently out there.
yes. And with everything going on, that's going to be the number one attack that I think is going to hit us. But it's going to not just, how can I put it? Just put it this way. It's going to black out everybody in the 50 states, which, knock on wood, it doesn't happen. But that's going to be the number one thing. So that means no electricity, no TV, no phone, no Wi-Fi, no satellite. I mean, everything is shut down. And I had talked to different people, and I asked them, I said, does that affect people in other countries? And they said, yes, it does. So not only are we going to
Mm-hmm.
get hit, but it's going to affect other people. And you know what was so weird, Tessa? The only people that came up with the subject, that the ones that were going to be doing this attack, was either China or Russia.
China.
And I was like, that doesn't surprise me. It does not surprise me.
I don't know.
And
I was kind of leaning more towards the Taliban because look at what they've done so far. Look at all the goodies that were left to them. Generally, like in the past, we would blow up stuff. If we couldn't take it with us, we'd blow it up so nobody else could have it. And they just left it there all pretty and wrapped up for them and, just ready to go. And they've taken such advantage of it. So I'm just like, okay, what's next? I don't know. It's insane.
yeah.
But speaking of the cyber and internet attack or whatnot, last weekend on the 26th, I had Miss Rosemary Thornton on, and we were talking about her near-death experience. And on the 22nd, I was supposed to do a pre-recording with her and Dr. Mary Helen Hensley. And Dr. Mary Helen Hensley, I don't know why Mary's hard to say right now, but she's from Ireland, and we could not do pre-record. The internet in Ireland is gone, and she said it was because of the 5G thing starting to happen, but to me, I'm like, I don't know, like, that's a part of the UK, and that could be some sort of censorship or something going on there. I'm not quite convinced, but it's already starting in certain places.
Wow. Thank you for the validation.
Oh, we got a caller, and it doesn't give me the add button.
Oh my God. It's going to be one of those nights. This is what I'm being told. It says,
Right.
welcome back, Chris. Now you're going to have and we're going to have, oh, by the way, guys, in case if you didn't know, I know Tess already knows, I have my own StreamYard.
Yes, he does, and he's got it working. He's working it.
So that's been a lot of crazy stuff. So
well, you did a lot of testing on that. I saw you on there, and you kept testing, and I'm like, it's working good. So whatever he's doing, I think he's just like honing in on everything and making sure it works out correctly. But yeah, that's pretty epic that you got that up and running. That's what I'm going to use. I've tried different video feeds, OBS, Streamlabs, something else, like so many different things, and everybody's like, why don't you just try StreamYard? It works for me, and so I did sign up for it. I just got to get my other laptop in here and such, but I was delayed because I did go to Texas. I went to Texas, and I was thinking about you on the way there, and while I was there, and on the way back, I was just like, man, I wish I could have gone and see my big little brother, Chris.
Yeah,
but I was too far north.
But you know what was so crazy, Tess? Since I have not talked to you, and I just want to give a shout out to my friend Kate. She knows you, and I just want to say hi, Kate. I know you're listening. You just messaged me on Messenger. And by the way, you can tell KD I said what's up. But I just want to say hi to everybody out there. For the ones that were looking forward to having me on the 11th, but it just didn't work. But yeah, like I'm gonna tell you things, Tess, is that since I have not been on your show, I'm up to 4 or 5 cases of paranormal. I even have a local case that I'm working on that I really don't want to give too much about, but I just will tell you that all the cases that I've done or readings that I've been doing are having to do with paranormal cases. People are inviting me to paranormal events. So hopefully if, COVID kind of shuts down or kind of calms down, you might see me at a paranormal investigation. So just be on the lookout for me, because a lot of people, since I have not been on Tessa's show for some odd reason, something was going on that week, I have been invited to so many paranormal investigations and a few speaking places where I can speak up. But it's been so busy, and I can tell you right now that the readings that I have done have even blown my mind. So that can just tell you that off the air and off the radio shows, I have been busy. And as a matter of fact, I was talking to my friend Kate, the one that's listening to the show, and we stayed up, I don't know if it was maybe a week ago, a month ago. We stayed up till almost 4 a.m. talking about paranormal stuff. And that night was just, I could tell you that the vibration was very high, because when I told her a lot of stuff, I didn't really tell her too much, but I told her a little bit what was going on. And a lot of the stuff that I was feeling, she felt it towards this local case that I'm working on. And she validated. I mean, it just scared me to death. And I'm like, okay, here I go. And then she even told me that people are going to be looking at me and asking for me. And it's been true. A lot of people have told me that I think that's where the next level is going to be, to where I'm going to be doing a lot of investigation. So that's kind of weird, though, because lately I've been doing, like, of course I still have my psychic medium readings, but lately it's been just paranormal.
Isn't that interesting? It was funny, I got a call from this lady. Geez, where the heck did she come from? She drove all the way down here to Pagosa, past us about probably 30 or 40 something miles. and she had an investigation, but her team couldn't come with her. So she's like, could you come and help us? And I had myself and one other crew member. Actually, I couldn't go because I had to do a show. So my friend Glo was going to go, but then she never called me back. So I just figured she figured it out, or figured she could do it on her own. But I am jonesing for some paranormal investigations. Last time I tried to do one, I saw a freaking UFO, which was awesome.
Wow.
But not what I was looking for.
Well, I was going to ask you, just somebody's messaging me, and somebody asked me that is there a live YouTube as we're doing the show?
No, I'm working on that. Hopefully with the StreamYard. I don't know if it'll connect to YouTube. I know a lot of these different things will connect to different places. Or we can do like a replay sort of thing. But until I get so many different followers on YouTube, I can't do a YouTube live. Unless I have a video thing that will allow that. But yeah, I was going to ask you earlier, but I got in about 30 minutes after 5. I generally start putting the legs on the show at 5, but I got back from Texas at 5:30, and I was just, trying to throw things together and be able to call you on time. But hopefully next time when you're on, we'll be able to do the StreamYard thing or something along those lines.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome. I miss doing video.
I know, and I'm looking. And you know what's crazy too is that I was going to ask you, who was trying to call in? Who was trying to call in? Tara?
It's odd because this number has actually been calling me, I believe, since yesterday. Let me look. It might have been this morning. They might. It's a Florida number. Let me see what it says. Where it's from. I'm looking in my call log. Clearwater, Florida. So 727. If you're listening right now, go ahead and call back. Go ahead.
What I was going to say is that if anybody to test the lines, please call Tessa or the show at 970-335-9596. Again, it's 970-335-9596, and just try to see if you can get through, and then we can talk and see if it works, because Tessa says that for some reason, whoever that last caller was trying to call, so for some reason it didn't give her the certain button to answer it.
Yeah, it said I could answer the call, but I'd have to hang up on your call. So while we were talking, I went and added him as a contact, or her. I'm feeling like it's a him. But if they call back, then they'll be able to get through, because I did add them as a contact. And then Jay Diecast in Racing said, hello!
So if anybody wants to call in again, 970-335-9596. So if you can, just give Tessa a call and to see if we can check the lines to make sure that that it does work. Or you can just say hi and then hang up, so we can make sure that on Tessa's end that everything's working. Because one thing that I've always noticed, and I don't know what is going on, but I do feel like for some reason everything that we're talking about, I don't know if I'm just hitting on trigger words, but for some odd reason, what I'm being told is that it's not Tessa's show, it's not the system, it's not Skype, it's kind of like, how can I put it? It's kind of like there's some kind of thing going on that is kind of interfering with the call log. So it's kind of like, almost like what Tessa said, there is signs that cyber attack is coming. So if Tessa's having problems, don't blame it on Tessa, and don't blame it on the Garcia effect, because
it's the Garcia effect. Well, I just want to let you know, Chris, you don't have to feel alone, because I had a guy on here from, I believe, Toronto, Canada. His name is Jeff Hunt. He's been on different paranormal shows, and he's a very good psychic, and he was on the show, and oh my gosh, Chris, you think our shows go bad? we had to restart the show and everything. It was insane. And I'm just trying to get him back in, but I think he's like gun shy because it was terrible, all the issues we were having. But he gave some really good readings while we could, but he was breaking up, I was breaking up, people could barely hear him, and it was just insane. I think when there's a lot of force or supernatural, paranormal interests or aspects or whatever it may be, it does cause issues, and it's not really anyone's fault. Maybe it's somebody's blessing that these things happen, but it's very intriguing to me.
Yeah, it is, and it's crazy because you know what kind of scares me. Listen to this. What I don't get is that, and I'm not knocking wood, but I noticed that when I started doing the StreamYard, a lot of people actually said, I can hear you as clear as a bell. And I thought, okay, this is kind of weird because I'm on the video, and usually everybody's like, you're coming out buffering, or you're talking too low, or
Mm-hmm.
we can't hear you. But for the past 3 StreamYards that I did, they said that I was coming out clear, and I thought, okay, are you sure you got the right person? Are you sure?
Because this is the Garcia effect. I'm so glad you named it that. Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, this is what's so weird. Listen to this. Somebody just said that it says that the number is disconnected. Did you hear that, Tess?
The number is
Somebody said
disconnected?
that's what it says.
No way. I pay for my stuff. If it was disconnected, how could that person call me?
I don't know. Maybe it's just paranormal phenomenon. And of
I'm
course,
sorry.
you know how we started the show with the cyber attack. So maybe we're on to
Mm-hmm.
something. Maybe they're listening to you.
So I'm going to re-say the number. I did put it in the chat room, but in case you're not in there, the number is, and make sure you put a 1 first. Sometimes that makes a world of difference, but it's 970-335-9596. 970-335-9596. That is odd. And it's not disconnected because they took my money. So this shit better be working.
I know, right? But like I said, guys, if Christopher or whoever is listening, Sandra, if you want to call in just to do a test call to make sure it works, please call Tessa at 970-335-9596. Because she said that she paid a bill, so this shit better be working.
Yeah, I actually finally got my tax return. My mom freaked me out because she's like, well, maybe it's not coming. And I'm like, don't say that shit. My tax return is coming. There's a shortage everywhere, especially when I was in Texas, not Texas, but Pagosa on the way back from Texas. There was help wanted signs everywhere. I think a lot of people don't want to work because they're getting unemployment, or you get that tax credit, and who doesn't want to spend time with their family instead of working,
Yes.
McDonald's is actually paying $15 an hour now. I just saw on the way home. That was insane. I'm like, dang, I need a raise in my pay.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you, while we're waiting for callers, for some reason, I'm being told to see what I can pick up off of you, Tessa.
Oh,
So let's
thank
see what we
you.
got. So let's see what we got. See if there's any changes since the last reading, because I haven't read you in, oh my God, I haven't read you in years.
Yeah, and I feel so excited and blessed because I don't ask you and you're actually going to read me. That's awesome. I'm excited.
Okay. First of all, uh, I can't pronounce that word. It's it looks like a deer. It's a deer, but it has the word. I think it's STAM. STAMINA. I can't pronounce the word.
Stamina? STAMINA?
Cinema. Yes. Okay. So what I'm being told is that you have the stamina to reach the horizon. Your energy has increased. Okay.
See, it
that you are
figures like you're
seeking
giving me a
company of
reading
your
right now, and then you started breaking up. Okay, keep going because you got clear again. Okay.
Okay, so it's telling me that the stigma is that you are reaching out to people of your own gender because I feel like some part of you, the only thing I'm feeling from you is kind of like okay, you're asking for companionship, but when people that you are always there for them, they're not there for you, so you expect comfort right now. And I'm being told that you need that comfort. I don't know why I'm being told that, even though I haven't talked to you in a while, so I don't know your personal life. But I'm just telling you that you need kind of company right now because even though you're doing the shows, but there's times where you just feel like you're like left out in the conversations and you feel like there's nobody that you can confide in, that you can trust. So I'm being told that you need someone that could be on the same frequency as you and understands what you're going through, okay? The second card came out was Black Panther, which meaning
Wow.
that you're embracing the unknown. As a matter of fact, I'm being told that the unknown is kind of like seeking you out, which you already know it is. And I do feel that there is being told that the Black Panther is your guide. So whenever you go on investigations, you might just see an apparition either of a tiger or a Black Panther. So just be aware when you go on investigations, you're going to be protected by the unknown Black Panther because that has a lot to do with the paranormal. So I'm being told that you are going to be really, really protected on that within that realm. Okay. And then with that being said, the Horse card came out and it says that you have the power to embrace what you're still discovering yourself and that you have the power to grow and outcome
Hello?
any challenges
Give
or
us
any
1 second. 727 will be right with
issues
you.
that you have felt
Okay, thanks.
that so that's what I'm being told with you is that you're just a lot of to outcome that you have to achieve everything you want. Can you hear me?
I could hear you say to achieve everything that you want. I couldn't, like, you started breaking up when we were getting the
I
call.
guess something. Yeah. Well, I think that whatever it is, I do feel that you're gonna achieve a lot more than what you can bargain for. But I feel like I don't feel like anything bad. I just feel that you're just gonna be spiritually protected because I do feel that you will have a lot of paranormal investigations and your abilities are gonna grow. So you do have the power. You just gotta just let it go. Okay.
Heck yes. Okay, so it was the two card reading?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, so the first one that you did, I felt like I did go through those feelings. I'm grateful that I went for this trip to Texas because I really didn't want to go, but I did, and I kind of feel energized. I don't know if it's lack of sleep or what, but I feel re-energized. I think it was good for me to get out of the house because sometimes it's hard to see what's in your own house when you can see what's in others, and I think it's kind of been feeding on me, and I think it was really good for me to get out. And then, let's see, yeah, the whole being able to trust people to talk to, like my sister Sarah, she's staying with us right now. She was the one that was in the homeless camp, and I've confided in her a lot, but I think that she confides in my husband a lot, so I'm not sure exactly what she's saying or not saying, so I kind of was going through that within the last week, like, can I really trust telling her things, because is she going to go and tell him things, and not that I'm doing anything bad, but there's certain things that I confide in people that I feel like is in between us, you know? And then, I don't know, like, this re-energization, if that's even a word, I could be making a word like strategery, strategery. I feel re-energized. I feel like even though I was on the road, and generally when you go on the road, you get jet lag really bad. When you fly, you get jet lag, and I just feel today I was my old self, like funny, goofy, full of energy and excitement, and enjoying the beauty of the world around me. And it was just a really good trip, I think. I didn't want to go to Texas because, there's only two things in Texas: Chris Garcia and Steers.
Yeah.
No.
So,
It was so awesome though. Like I did so many, like the booking for our room that turned out to be epic. It was like the most beautiful room for $79. This was like a $350 room, and this lady doesn't realize what she has, I don't think. But I'm going to send her a postcard and call her and let her know you need to be doing more for yourself and stuff, because she is the main game in town. Even though she's only got 3 rooms in an RV park, she should be charging more for that because she's doing all this work on her own. But yeah, it was beautiful. I really did miss the mountains, but it was nice to get a change of scenery. I actually went to Vernon, Texas, which is where Roy Orbison is from, and I actually had his song in my head like most of the day yesterday. One of his songs. But thank you so much for doing that, and I don't want to keep our caller waiting because she did get through. Luckily, I saved her as a contact. So, 727, who are we talking to?
Hi, my name's Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Welcome.
Welcome.
Good. Thank you so much. I just want to know if you could just maybe do a general reading for me, see what you see coming up for me. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Hear me?
Now we can.
Okay, disputation of the stock is reputation. So I'm being told that your reputation is very important to you. Please, it's like you have to have reputation and boundaries. And I do feel that lately people have respect is what I'm being told. And then with spirit, the cards are coming out saying that the ego is trying to get you to be aware of the spiritual other side and just to be paying attention to what people tell you. And then the owl card came out that means deception or deceiving. So just to keep an eye out on who you ask, and if they say the same thing or if it doesn't make sense, just know that you have to start trusting your own intuition. But just know that spirit will always be there for you. You just gotta believe more in yourself. Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully. So that's what I heard for you. Now, let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm going to do something real quick. Hold on real quick. I just want to make sure that because my guides were telling me to do all this stuff, so I'm just doing 2 or 3 things at one time.
You're doing fine. You're doing a good.
Okay. The other thing that I was told to tell you, this is so weird. I was told to tell you to have the leap of faith and trust in yourself and your abilities, and know that all these guys, all these archangels that are coming through, they're going to support you through this transition of past challenges of what you're going through. And then they're telling me to tell you that you're trying to make peace with people and you're trying to make people open their eyes, but they're not listening to you. So I'm being told that you're okay, hold on. I'm being told that you're an old soul, and I'm going to tell you how old you are. Okay, they're telling me that you go back to BC when Jesus Christ was born. So that's how old of a energy you have. So I want to say, for some reason, I keep seeing the 1800s with you. So you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom to share. So what I'm being told that the people come across you, they need to listen because they're not doing it. Okay? I'm going to tell you that right now. They are not listening to you. And with that, I'm being told to move your body. It's telling me to keep yourself active and move your body and energy. And that will make everything fluctuate to when you speak, it comes out without you stuttering. I don't know why I'm being told to tell
Oh,
you.
yes, yes. Yeah, I was having a problem stuttering a few months ago, but it's gone away. But yes, I was having a stuttering problem.
That's awesome.
Okay.
I really was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that tells me that right now with you not stuttering, that means that you're at a frequency of, hold on. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. They're telling me that you're at, okay, you know that we're supposed to be, I want to say either the sixth dimension or the seventh dimension, but for you, I'm being told that you're on the 10th dimension. So that means that you interact with other beings and other species that are people haven't seen yet.
Oh, wow.
So I'm being told, and then for some reason, I don't know if you or someone that I talked to that was on Tessa's show, I kind of feel like you talk to fairies. I don't know why,
Yes.
but I
No,
so,
I have.
okay.
I had dreams, a lot of dreams about the fairies, like in my garden and stuff. Absolutely. That's very true. Yeah.
Okay. Whether the fairies are there to guide you, and I'm being told that they're gonna help you to progress in your destiny, and then also, hold on. I don't know why, but were you ever thinking about going to the? I can't think of the place. I'm trying to think of it because something doesn't want me to tell you. Hold on. I'm trying to block whatever is trying to block me. Okay. Have you ever thought about going? Oh, let me talk. Have you ever thought about going to the up there in Brazil?
Oh, where
With
that huge
Machu
Jesus,
Picchu?
the Jesus
With a
statue,
huge
right?
yes. I want to say it's a
I
Rio
believe it
Grande.
is.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, it is Rio Grande. It is. You're right. You're correct.
I haven't thought of going there.
So I
No.
don't
I
know
mean,
why I feel there's something there for you. I don't know if it's just the statue or it's just the mountains because I feel like you're so in tune to God that you're very high. You're as high as the top is. You're very high as that statue is. And I want to say that that statue, just by looking at it from a distance, I want to say at least 20 to 30 feet high off the city. I mean, because this
You know what?
statue
I
is
think you
huge.
could
It's
even
huge.
be talking about the one in Colorado. There's one just like the one in Rio Grande, but it's in Colorado and it's up in the Rockies, and you can see it along the highway on the way between here and Denver. It's pretty epic. You could go there first
I
and then
don't,
go to Rio Grande eventually.
yeah, and I do. I don't know why, but I feel like there is something about the Brazil, and even I know that due to COVID, it's hard to go to those type of the other side of the world. But I feel like there is something that's very ancestry, and I feel like I don't
Ancestral.
know if it's just the land or it could be just the water that I'm feeling. You're very connected to the water there.
oh, wow.
I don't know why, but I don't know if that makes sense. It might not make sense, but just really think about it.
Also,
And
at this other site that has the same statue, which is about the height that you were explaining, because I believe the one in Rio Grande is a lot larger than that, but the one between here and Denver is about the height that you're saying, and there is a river that runs past it. Makes you wonder.
okay, you know what? I might be off with the different, with the country, but for some
Yeah.
reason, since you're
It's the
connected to
statue.
the statute, so I'm being told with you that with the where Tesla is or around that area, I'm being told for you to collect rocks and with the ones with the holes in it. So I'm being told that you need to go to the stream of water
Oh my
because I'm being
goodness.
told that that water is spring. That water has a spring energy to it, and I'm being told that I can't even talk. The fairies flow through that water. So when you get
Oh.
those rocks, you're connected to the fair Rome. Does that make
Oh
sense?
wow. Yeah.
That
That
makes
is
sense.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
amazing.
yeah.
You know how you were talking about earlier about my reputation?
Yes.
I'm going through something right now with social media, and there's a woman, and she's trying to like expose me for being a bad person, and she's a really bad person.
Yeah, and I don't pick
Okay.
up on
So,
that from you at all. I'm just like, where the hell is this coming from? It's the pot calling the kettle black.
well, I'm a little bit guilty because I did talk to one person, said that I didn't like her, and I said nasty things about her, and then that one woman turned on me and went and told her. So now she's super mad, and it's not like a normal amount of mad. It's like I'm going to destroy your life.
Yeah, it's a
Mm.
disturbing amount of mad. Unhealthy
Yeah,
amount.
it's like it's really out of proportion. So
You know what?
she's like obsessed with me.
Wow.
Awful.
And you know what? I was going to say, Lisa, did we talk on Ken's show a couple hours
Yeah,
ago?
yeah.
Okay, because
Oh,
I know
she's
on
hooked.
Ken's. Okay, well, I'm going to say right now is that on Ken's show, there's like a time span and there's a time limit. So when I do shows on his show, it's like kind of limited. On Tessa's show, it is limited, but we have more time to talk. You know,
Yes, we're
in
more willy-nilly.
between the readings and on break. What I didn't tell you on Kim's show, I have to tell you on this show because his time is completely different from Tesla's time. You know what I'm saying? So it gives you
Yeah.
more time to explain and more in detail. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm being told. And with that being said, now that I remember your voice, the only thing I can tell you is that you need to cut that cord. I don't know if you have a
Okay.
sword or just a. You can even use a wand. What you can do,
Right.
visualize cutting that cord in your head and say, "I'm cutting the cords from this lady."
Yeah.
And you need to cut those cords because what I'm seeing from her, without knowing anything about her, is
I'm
that I
afraid of
spent a lot of.
her. I'm
I'm
scared.
I'm
so
getting.
afraid, you guys.
Yeah,
I get
I'm
afraid.
freaked out right now. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies.
I get
Yeah,
like
you should.
jealousy. I get
Oh,
jealousy with her.
awful.
I get jealousy, real bad jealousy.
Yeah.
It almost makes me seem like I got spiders crawling on my arms. That's how bad that energy.
Exactly.
You have
That's so gross that you say that because that's how I felt too.
Do you feel like she's gonna go to my family and everything? She's threatening all this stuff.
I
She's
think
gonna
she's
go
going
through.
to do whatever she can within her power or within her realm. That's what I feel like. She has no bounds, no boundaries, no sense of, I should stop now. This is not good. No sense of even protecting herself from certain charges she can get. I don't think she cares.
You know what? Now I know. I understand.
Carlos,
I'm looking at it from another aspect, and
yeah,
I'm seeing.
you're breaking up.
Yeah, you're breaking up, Chris. I don't know if it's
What
your
she's doing and
headphones
use
mic
people
or
because
what.
because.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
Okay, sorry guys. Okay, what I was told to tell you is she's trying to mess up your reputation of like maybe people not talking to you and trust, and instead of them um like going to you, they're going to her.
Okay.
She wants your people because I feel like people are very honest and loyal to you. So the simple fact that she's doing that, she's trying to mess up your reputation on social media so people can think that you're an evil person, but
I know.
you're not like that. And personally,
No.
if you were an evil person, I would be able to pick that up. And
Yeah,
honestly,
me too.
on a psychic standpoint, I don't see nothing wrong with you. You can't even hurt a fly.
No, she's a light,
So
dude. She's a light in the world. She's nothing dark.
yeah,
She is a light in the world, and we need her.
yeah. So just know that whatever she does, just what I was told to tell you is for some reason I don't know if I told you on the other show that we were talking
Yeah.
and I was told to say get some sea salt, and I was told to get some sweet grass and smudge to clear energy because I got to smudge some sweetgrass and to really do some Palo Santo and really do a clearing in your home and outside your home. Because even though she's far away from you, she can manifest bad luck coming your way. So what I was told to do is to do some clearing, and I would say to do like to do some saging on yourself. And
also walk around outside with your shoes off in the grass and stuff.
Yeah.
Hug a tree.
I was doing that today.
Did you hug a tree?
Do you feel? Yeah, I did.
Awesome.
Do you feel that there's any end to this ever?
According to what I told you on the last show, I told you before. Hell no. I'm gonna tell you what I couldn't say on his show. I'm gonna tell you right now. You ready?
Yeah.
She's a bitch. Period. She's beyond the B word.
She's a ruthless, heartless, sharp-toothed bitch.
Yeah. I can't believe Tessa said that. Oh my goodness, I haven't talked to Tessa in a while.
when she goes to my family, like she's been threatening it all week. I actually ended up blocking her today. I said, I can't even read these things anymore.
I would say, what I was going to tell you, the only thing I can say, because you know how you were asking me that if you feel like that she's going to try to attack your family, what I was told to tell you, as long as you have that clear intent to put all that energy from inside and out, as I said, and to do the Palo Santo, to do, as long as you visualize protecting your home.
Yeah.
And this is what I want you to do, okay?
No, recordings of me saying certain things. And
okay,
she's going to share them with my family. That's what she's threatening.
Well then, you know what? Okay, I'm going to ask you, what state do you live in?
Florida.
Okay, do you have any candle stores there?
Any what?
Candle stores.
Yeah.
Okay, what I want you to do, you're going to love this. I want you to do this because this works, okay? What you're going to do is get, I'm going to say the English way, and I'm going to tell you the Spanish way. Okay, the Spanish way is tapa la boca. English way is to shut your mouth, which meaning is that if you get the shut your mouth candle, what I want you to do is get that shut your mouth candle, get a black pen, write her name 3 times. Okay, and then what you're gonna do is fold it against you. And what you do is put that in the candle. And most of the candles with the shut your mouth are either, I want to say it's black and blue, and then there's another one. I can't think of it right now. But what you can do is, if you have an oil, which means shut your mouth oil, what that does is it shuts her mouth up. And what it stops is that it stops her from gossiping. And that will make her to where whenever she talks and mentions your name, she will bite her tongue. No joke.
But here's the thing. This is what I think. She's been threatening this for 7 days now. Okay. And here's the thing. She had told me one time on the phone that she had deleted a lot of that stuff. Does she have it or not?
I think she does have it. She has it.
She still has it. She lied to you.
Yeah, so she's lying. She's trying to make you feel safe and everything. No, she still has it. She is holding evidence, so she can use it against you. Do you feel like you can't talk to your family and warn them about this unstable person?
I don't really want to say anything.
Okay.
Well, I would say just do like what I told you, and then if you're not good with candles, then what I would say just to do the smudging, and for you to do some sea salt and put it on the 4 corners of your home.
Right.
And that will keep her, even though she doesn't live there, but that would keep her energy from affecting you and your family. As long as you put that
right. Well, see, there's 2 women. There's 2 women.
I remember you told me that.
If there was a I would be worried.
The first woman is she got mad at me because I kind of made a joke. I'm like, it's not like I'm going to call the police on you. And that's when she lost her shit because she could actually get in trouble.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what happened. That's how this all started. And then she went to this woman who she knows that I talked shit about. And she was like, look, she's talking shit about you. And then she took all her, all the things she's got, and she's now ignited a fire underneath me. But this is what the thing is you saw the 911 on this other woman. This woman has a guy living with her. He's a criminal, and he beats her up. And so she could get arrested because she's not supposed to have him there. That's all I'll say about that.
Yeah, there's a restraining order, but they're not listening to it.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said on Kim's show. There you go.
No.
Validation.
That's not true.
Well,
he's in trouble. He's in trouble with it.
I know, that's the same thing. Same thing. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So he shouldn't be there. He should be somewhere else. Okay, so she's hiding him.
Yeah.
And so that's why she got really threatened. And she went to this woman, and now this woman has got a fire under her ass to destroy me because of the stuff I said to her about her. But it's just a mess, and I've trusted the wrong person, and she turned on me. Like, it was really awful.
No, but I was told to tell you, for you is for you not to worry, because as far as I'm seeing, I see a positive outcome. And like I told you on Kim's show, she's going to leave you the fuck alone, because I don't see her ever. I mean, she might attack you like with whatever she told you, with all the emails or whatever she's got on you. Yeah. But just know that she's got her own shit right now. So I don't feel like, how can I put it? She's already got her own issues because that guy's not supposed to be there. So
yeah, but the other lady, she's like works at a bank, and she's like corporate lady, and like she's a different person.
She's putting her job in jeopardy. What I would say is listen to what Chris said. Take these certain steps that you can do for yourself. And like Katie Stafford in the chat room is saying, block these people. And for me, I just feel like you need to do your own thing, do what Chris said, and don't worry about them. Don't put any energy towards them, and just know that everything's going to be okay, because, they're going to spit fire, and they're going to say so many different things to make you feel off kilter and make you, second guess things, but you're all good. They're the ones in the wrong, and just keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I would say I wouldn't really worry about too much, because right now, like we're telling you, what you're doing is you're giving her that energy. Don't mention her anymore. Think about your family and think about you, and that's all you got to worry about. Don't give a crap what she says, because what she's doing is, and this is what I'm telling you. Remember how I told you your reputation? She's trying to make you doubt yourself, and she's putting fear into you because you're still worried about what she's doing, when you should put focus on what you need to do so she can leave you the hell alone.
I'm working on that.
So just don't put that energy into her, because what you're doing is giving her more power.
No, I'm starting to pull away from her energy and block and do all the things, self-care and everything I need to do, and I will pull out of this. But at the end of the day, the one question I have, Chris, is do you see her contacting my family?
Honestly, no.
I think she doesn't have enough guts. I think she just knows that that's a soft spot for you.
But why would she not do that?
Because the thing is that she could, if she's got their number, but if
she does.
Okay, well then, what you need to do is still put the energy. I mean, I was going to ask you, do you still go to their house?
They're out of town right now.
Okay, well, you know what? Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. How long have they been out of town?
3 days.
Okay, well, this is the time you need to do it. If they don't live that far from you, what I told you to do at your house, you do at their house where they're gone.
Oh, good idea. And I'd also add Palo Santo.
Yes, do it on the outside. And what you do is visualize the barrier with the Palo Santo and the sweetgrass, and you just smudge and say, protect this home and everything around it, including cars, whatever you have, your dogs, whatever they have, to put a barrier around it. And you know what's crazy is I'm seeing this in my head, and you haven't even done it. Well, what I'm seeing is that I see you smudging, and I see like a cloud over the house. It's almost like a rainbow of Palo Santo and sweetgrass over the house. It's almost like a bubble of smoke, but it's protective smoke.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Tessa sees, but I see like a bear here in the front and back. So
but here's the thing. I think that she's not doing it because on some level she wants to come back into my life as a friend.
No, don't do it. Because
I don't want to do that, but don't you feel that that's why she's not doing it? So that at some point she can see, oh, I want to come back to your life. I love you.
Yeah. And I would say just to let it go. Because this is what I see. If you let her back,
I'll never let her back.
But I'm just saying, never. If you let her back, if you do, she will manipulate you, and she's going to steal from you. So don't do it. She's going to
take more.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. But my question is when do you see her trying to come back to me? After like a month from now?
I would say she's going to learn, but she's going to try what I'm seeing in December. So I would say just leave it alone and let God do its work. God's going to take care of you, so don't worry about it. You're
I was going to say a month and a half or 2 months is what I was feeling, but like you have her blocked.
I called this other psychic, and they said they saw her getting in trouble from stealing from the bank.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
And that she might be doing time, but I don't know if they were accurate or not. But that would be so crazy if that happened.
Well,
and if she's doing something dark towards you, that's going to come back threefold. The power of 3 is what a lot of people like that use, and if she's using the power of 3, that's going to come back to her even more. Mm-hmm. So, she's making her own bed. She's going to have to lay in it, and that's her deal. We don't have to worry about her anymore because she's blocked. She's gone. She's bye-bye.
I would have to say just don't worry about it because you've done good deeds, and you've been trying before she did this to you. You try to be a good friend. So as long as you put good deeds in her life, and you were trying to be there for her.
I tried to be a good friend to both of these women, and they just turned on me like it was like a vicious animal with rabies. I was like, what is all this?
Well, unfortunately, guys, I do have to go to my music break, but you can keep talking, and I just want to know, or let area code, let me really quick, what that is again. Area code 818, I believe it is. Whoever our caller is on hold, it's 816. Don't go anywhere. We'll be with you next, but we do have to go to our music break. And on this break, we have Mr. King Cinnamon from Biafra, Nigeria, with an Imo Adorella. And then we have Hosni Bronx hailing originally from Jamaica, but he also lives in the Bronx of New York. He goes back and forth. He's actually got some original band members from Bob Marley and the Wailers as band. Anywhere, we'll be right back after the musical break.
We swap on like no water bam bam. King Cinnamon. Oh shit, baddest. Take your bam bam anywhere you day. Play your bam bam, it is a Friday. Come on, let's go, it is a holiday. Anything you want, baby, I will pay. Take your bam bam anywhere you day. Play your bam bam, it is a Friday. Come on, let's go, it is a holiday. Anything you want, baby, I will pay. Fantastic. Baby girl, you romantic. Fantastic. Baby girl, you romantic. Gucci brother, baby, gather something. Come on closer, baby, gather 19. I know you better, but I am the king. Your backside bigger than Bombay. Baby girl, brokotom. I like the way you want your brokotom. Baby girl, brokotom. I like the way you want your brokotom. Jamaica, Ghana. Shout out to the ladies in Asia, Nigeria, South Africa. Say me love you. Please me, baby. Yeah. Turn up from you. Take your bam bam anywhere you day. Play your bam bam, it is a Friday. Come on, let's go, it is a holiday. Anything you where you day. Throw your bam bam, it is a Friday. Come on, let's go, it is a holiday. Anything you want, baby, I will pay. Fantastic. Baby girl, you romantic. Fantastic. Baby girl, you romantic. Give me love, give me love. Show me love, show me love. Oh, give me love, give me love. Me want you, me love you. Give me love, give me love. Oh, give me love, give me love. Hey, please me, baby. Oh. Yeah, turn up from you. Yeah, take your bam bam anywhere you day. Throw your bam bam, it is a Friday. Come on, let's go, it is a holiday. Anything you want, baby, I will pay. Shake your bam bam anywhere you day. Throw your bam bam, it is a Friday. Come on, let's go, it is a holiday. Anything you want, baby, I will pay. Fantastic. Baby girl, you romantic. Fantastic. Baby girl, you romantic. King Cinema. You know what I'm saying?
We spot on the mix. Lift it all.
celebrate the conquer of Judah love. Rasta dance, dance as a lion. In this place full of positive vibe. Yeah. Rasta dance, 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 dance for all nations. You are my rage, you are my strength, you are my love, you are my heart. Rasta rose as a lion. Selassie I, only Mount Zion. Old people are irate. In this place we have the fire. Dance, dance, reggae music come from Jah. Dance, dance, around this place, Rasta. Dance, dance, it's our chance to unite and chant the word. People in love, people in love, people in love, people in love. Yeah. Humanity, protect humanity. We have to save people from poverty. We don't want your frustration. We don't want your ambush, Babylon.
We swap on the beat.
Ka anyị kelee Chineke makwa n'ala Imo bụ ndị njem ọnụ. Ka anyị kelee onye nwe ụwa ịmakwa n'ala Imo bụ ndị njem ọnụ. Imo, Alime Kerelo, Alimo, Alime Kerelo, Alimo State, Alime Kerelo, Alimo, Alime Kerelo, Alimo State, Alime Kerelo, Alimo, Alime Kerelo. Democracy Kerelo, Ndime Kerelo, Alimo, Alime Kerelo, Alimo, Alime Kerelo, Alimo State, Alime Kerelo, Alimo, Alime Kerelo. Democracy Kerelo. Ndime Kerelo, Emeka Marama, Ebere Marama, Obana Marama, First Lady Marama, Her Excellency Emeka Edio Hama, Emeka Edio Hama, Omenka Unanya Edio Hama, Omenka Unanya Wa, Emeka Meki Modima, Emeka Meki Modima, Emeka puta no boy. Oh yeah. Umu wa wulelu. Emeka puta no boy. Wokoma dima. Umu we mewe mposo. Emeka meki modima. Emeka meki modima. Ndem jejemba. Mwan jejemba. Ndem jemano. Deputy Governor Imo State Chilike. Gerard Ronna Karaka. Wokoma dima porabo. Deputy Governor wele dere gema. Alukuta dere gema. Alimo State dere gema. Ala Nigeria mara gema. Onye jemano. Stanley Wamuche Karaka. Stanley Onye Babamba. President Good Life Foundation Shirike. President General. Senate Group of Companies. President General. Financial Matter Karaka. Alo were dere gema. Alambise dere gema. Alimo State dere gema. Ala Nigeria mara gema. Onye jemano. Franklin Nate Shirike. Pepe Arabido Hotels. ABC Transport Karaka. Alo were dere gema. Alambise dere gema. Alimo State dere gema. Ala Nigeria mara gema. Uchonya go chande. Uchonya go chande. Honorable Wokoma Dima. Onye huru ni akeleli ya o. Mawugi Otupurago Ginando Tugio Mawunule Njiji Garijinala Imo State yo Mawugi Ginando Tugio Mawunule Mini Garizonala Imo State yo Alo were Deregema Alo were Deregema Alimo State Deregema Ala Nigeria Maragema The German Orange Drugs Limited Jisa Anthony Ifani Chubundu Bisesena Ishirike Ikenga Dijele Pride of his people Most outstanding one Okoma Marama Iborabo Alo were Deregema Ali Jato Deregema Alimo State Deregema Ala Nigeria Maragema Honorable Jogwagu Shirike Honorable Bina Shirike Jere Labosa Shirike Tochukwo Kereke Shirike Okahu Be Shirike Injina Benina Shirike Onyamana Construction Woko Madema Ikaraka Onya Shiwole Heborani Dejemu Imarama Woko Mande Jemba Woko Madema Ikaraka Quiz Popule Ibo Felamo Onyamana Pito Akana Kompa Ikaraka Eziwa Mama Mr. Ludwiliwa Woko Meje Jemba CEO Elizabeth Ventures Ikaraka Democracy Merielo Ndime Merielo Democracy Merielo Ndime Merielo Alime Gerelo Alime Gerelo. Thank God I'm from Imo State. Emeka has come to rejuvenate. Imo State, make you jubilate, make you celebrate. Emeka Shikwen be say, this one no be say them say. Emeka has come to rejuvenate. Imo State, celebrate, make you jubilate. Ala mekele His Excellency Achikudenwa. Mekele kwa His Excellency Dr. Hakim. Yemaka Right Honorable PDK. Mekele kwa Right Honorable Jones Oyereri. Ala mekele Senator Onyebuchi Mr. Empowerment. Mekele kwa Right Honorable Emeka Chinedu. Umo mimo lowali bia mezena limo. Alima Dilama.
Cliffito. Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us tonight on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. I'm so glad you can join us. We are joined by the wonderful, mystical, the one and only psychic Chris Garcia, and then we also have Miss Katie Stafford on the line. Welcome back, guys.
Hey.
That's my buddy, Mrs. Kate. You know what's crazy? I know that Kate and Tessa were like my sisters. That's why I feel connected. And me and Kate have gone a long way, just like me and Tessa.
See, that's awesome, because I felt like she was family immediately when I heard her voice. I'm like, she's my people.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? If you want to go back to like my Facebook, whoever sees my Facebook, I don't know if it shows, because I know Facebook sometimes it shows memories. I want to say at least 1, 2, maybe like 3 cases. I don't know if they were, I don't know, they're somewhere on Facebook. But I've helped them without them telling me a damn thing. And every single time, it blew my mind, because they were like, Chris, you're hitting it. And then with KD, it was like, you should have seen his face when I would get this stuff. And then everybody looked at him and they're like, did you tell him anything? And you can tell. So it's been a long friendship. And I'm glad that I love you guys, because I've known you since I first started. So we go a very long way.
Hey, and you came in when I first started. And that's funny, because you reached out to me and I was like, Dave, what do I do? Like, I don't know if he's a good psychic or not. He's like, we'll have him give you a reading, obviously. And so I did, and I'm like, yep, let's do this. And then now Katie's on because of you, and I'm so grateful. Like, I have so much love in my heart right now.
Well, and, you know, you need that. And
just always know that, there people out there care about you, and therefore you should also care about yourself. And don't ever let anybody have any type of control of you. They're not your creator. They may try to cause chaos, like Chris said. Let it go, and then be positive. Don't ever think negative of that person. Never. Just continue on doing. Don't be distracted. But remember, he said, "Don't." She's distracting you, and he's absolutely right. And but with I have a feeling that you have the evil eye curse on you from her, and it can be easily rid of just by throwing them positivity balls at her.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Little fuzzy pink balls of love and light. Take that.
Yeah, I know. Take that to the bank.
That's right.
Oh, the bank?
Gideon.
About the bank stuff? The Bitcoin? Oh, yeah. Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin going to be the worldwide money usage. Yep.
You know what? I love this because you know what was so crazy? Like I was telling Tessa, is that I haven't talked to her, Kate, in it's been a while because I was supposed to have that show. Remember when I told you about my birthday? Yes, I've been so busy, and Kate knows it because I've been talking to her. But yes, Tessa, I think it's kind of like, how can I put it? Kind of like the paranormal is kind of like saying, "Come here, Chris, we are waiting for you." That kind of like. But I know that even though the paranormal cases, that I'm helping people, I know that I'm putting God first as always, and I know that even though that paranormal case, the one that's local, I know that it's trying to intimidate me because I'm going to tell you why. Because Kate told me, she feel like you're ready. Right?
Yeah.
She asked me, she goes, and then I told her, I said, you know what? I feel like I am, but I'm not prepared yet. And I said, and then she said, you know what? Go. And on top of that, she goes, don't go alone. Because it knows you're coming and it's waiting for you. And you know what's crazy? She wasn't the only one that told me that. There was others that had told me that whatever's in that house is very ancient and it knows who the hell I am. So that can tell you that it's going to be not a very easy battle.
Oh, that's like an elemental or whatnot, right?
Exactly. Yes, ma'am.
Well, this whatever's there is a form, like I'm not a psychic. I'm like profiling the situation by whatever bits I get from what he says, and then the spiritual connection that that I have with my angels and God, and they only tell me what I need to know. But he's had to prepare. He's capable of doing it. He's actually stronger, and this thing knows that. And and I told him, I was like, don't tell me when you go, but because I'm gonna actually take some selenite and anoint leather and wrap it up and put it in the ground. And I haven't told him if I've done this yet or not, but it's going to simmer, and that good positive energy is going to be, because the intentions I put on that is through prayer, and I anointed it myself with oil. Anybody can do that if your faith is strong. And I know Linda Jude in the comments was talking about frequencies, and I brought the frequency thing, and let me tell you, Linda Jude's right on with the frequency. She understands frequencies, so I respect her for that she picked up on that, because frequency. And Chris, you picked up on frequency. You said what level frequency she was on, okay? And what level did you say she was on? What level frequency?
I say she was a 10.
Right. So, that is a frequency that now even scientists claim that our bodies emit off frequency and energy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And they did testing with these plants in the controlled environment, blah, blah, blah. But they don't understand how it stays imprinted, or, you know, they kind of lost interest in it because they couldn't explain it. You can look it up, plant study on negativity and positivity with plants. Just Google that. It'll pop the whole entire science thing they did will pop, and it will tell you that we imprint things in our environment. And whatever case Chris is working on, what's imprinted came from the ground, and then it just grows and it grows and grows in this negativity. Like, this is something I feel as if was cursed out of someone. I don't know, man. It's weird, but Chris, I believe
it's weird.
I told you, I was like, you'll know when you're prepared to go. But
Yeah,
you know you're gonna have to go.
I will, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I have had like impressions that this thing is still like showing the finger, and it says, "Come here, I'm just waiting for you." But I know that everything, and this, I said this on the other one. I don't know who I was reading, but I'm just gonna tell you like this, and this has a lot of meaning. And people that are very high frequency and very sensitive, you're gonna know what I'm meaning when I say this. Everything is in numbers. Everything has dates in our Social Security. There's dates in a month. There's dates in each. So everything, when God is telling me, okay, I think you're ready, God's going to show me those numbers. It's a go. But right now, it's not the time. And it's not for me not to understand why, because that's not my business. There's a time and place for everything. And I'm being told right now, just right now, as my guy, you're close, but you still need more. So in other words, it's their work for them, because it's not going to be easy. I'm being told that very clear, that this shit's going to.
Road right now. Okay, so here's the symbology. Remember I told you when you see symbols and
yes.
Hold on, Logan. Hang on. He's supposed to be in bed and he didn't listen. Kids will be kids. He's 8. Chris, this is very important.
Okay.
So listen to me. This does not happen in my neighborhood. All right. I mean, yeah, it does. I mean, every once in a while, but. Logan, go to your sister right now. Go sit with Sissy. Yeah, so when we were just talking about if you weren't quite ready yet. So what does sirens and ambulance and police mean? Danger. Something's happened. That's a sign to me that it's figured me out. It knows what I'm like. It knows me now, but it's letting you know through me, but with the symbology that man, he's definitely this. Yeah, that's a sign. I don't like that. He's trying to keep you from going there, and that's not going to happen. That's right now. There's alarm bells, and like you said, you'll know when you're prepared, just like we talked about before. And this thing is getting very worried because that's jacked up. What I'm on in my office, and I have my blinds open. And
sorry, but the person who called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye.
Hello? Hello?
I guess somebody.
Hello?
I guess somebody.
What happened?
Hello?
Hello? What happened?
I guess somebody else.
Chris, are you there?
Yes.
What was that?
Why did
say that voicemail?
Yeah, we lost Sir Robin, and I was trying to add him back, and then he didn't answer, so sorry.
Okay. I was like, hold on, what's that? But yeah, this thing's trying to send out. I think it's the divine. Oh my! Let me mute this.
Nice.
But like I said, the fact that she said that this thing is getting warnings. I was going to ask her, I said, what happened? Because you disappeared.
Yeah, we got, pretty sure we got cut off for a minute. I don't know why we'll call. And I tried and then finally it let me. I think it was Jose in the chat room said, I can't hear anything but Tessa's mouse clicking. I didn't think anybody could hear me either because the whole call did end, but yeah, that was weird.
Wow.
Sorry.
It's just that the energy, like, even though she got a heads up on her end because she heard the siren, that only says that something happened over there. So what it's trying to do is trying to scare me not to go.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But it's
I finally got to answer this.
Because I know that it's scared because it's just waiting for me to show. And it knows
Hello?
I've in another lifetime. I don't know why I know this and feel this test, but I know that whatever's in their damn house, I've came across this thing before. Now I know.
Yeah, isn't it elemental? Like a really, really old, like originals. Yeah.
And you know what's crazy that makes me mad? I'm going to tell you what the bad thing about this is. Check this out, Tess. This house has kids in it. Okay? They also have, and I'm not going to see too much, and I hope break up when I say this, because I know if it starts breaking up, it's because it's going to stop me from telling people. There's a pedophile energy in this house, too. So basically, there is...
like somebody that lived there before, or maybe somebody that followed them?
And it's a person that is like a predator, where it preys. And just the fact that I know, and I haven't been there, I don't like when there's cases that involve children. Because the one thing you do not do, you don't mess with, okay? And the thing is that it uses the innocence to try to stop you from doing what you are meant to do. You know what I'm saying, Tess? It's like it uses the kids, and the kids are probably aware of it, and then it knows it puts fear to everybody in that house. So it's like trying to say, you ain't coming in this house. You ain't coming. But I know that God's going to tell me when it's that time, it's that time. And that is it. And I pray, and I put a lot of prayer in it, because you don't mess with kids. I'm sorry. I don't care what kind of person or what kind of entity it is. You don't mess with children. You don't do that. That's God's children.
Yeah, and that's an interesting point that you have about it, being a pedophile spirit. I never really thought about that. I think I might have had like a creeper one when I was little, but the paranormal really does kind of, I don't know, when you're a kid and you're experiencing this, it does take away your innocence because it opens another door to you, and it makes you see certain things, and it does put the fear of God or whatever you want to call it into you. Like, I don't know, the fear of the unknown, especially at that age. But for it, like you said, to be preying on the kids and feeding off their fear, that's just another way that it could prey upon them. And there's a succubus and an incubus. Who's to say there's not a ghost like this out there for kids? You know, that's interesting perspective.
Yeah, and it's weird that I brought that up because you know what I believe? Now that I look back at everything that happened for me to celebrate my birthday and all this, there was a reason why we weren't supposed to do that show. Because you know why? Because this show was going to top that day on top of everything, because we haven't talked in weeks. So with the energy that I'm feeling right now, the energy is very, very high, and I'm being told that the frequency is thought. Hold on, let me ask the question. How high is the frequency right now? Okay, this is what they're telling me. The frequency with all the listeners and everybody calling in, we're at 1111. Okay.
Oh wow,
that's
an angel sign, isn't it?
Exactly. So everybody's coming together as a network, and we're a family. That's what I'm feeling off of everyone calling. We are all angels, and if we put, and you know what? I just want to have a moment of silence for a second, and I want you to. We can do this together. Put that intention on those kids, and shelter them with protection. And we're just going to stay quiet for a second. So everyone in the chat,
focus.
Just put a big focus, okay?
Okay, I'm back.
Hold on, we're doing a moment of silence. Hold on.
We're sending strength to the kids.
We're sending strength to the kids in that house. So we're just staying quiet for a moment of silence, guys. Hold on. The Father and the Holy Spirit guide us and give us the strength to protect these children and everyone in that home. Give me the strength to overcome any obstacles that come in my way and to always protect the ones I love. Family, Kate, and everybody that's calling in, to always protect them from anything dark and malevolent. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Ooh, boy, that feels good, man.
Oh my God, I just got chills all over.
I know, I got mine starting from my feet going up. It was weird, because usually it hits me everywhere, but it came from my feet.
Man.
Yeah, and that tells me that we put that intention. And you know what's crazy, Tessa? I don't know if you could see, and I have my camera off, but I'm going to turn it on for 1 second. Okay? Look at my hands, girl. My hands are sticking up. My hair is sticking up.
Yeah.
My God.
That's from all of our energy.
Mm-hmm.
And the secret, and Keith Lowe Dollars, my preacher, he talks a lot about the supernatural, and that's what the supernatural does. It gives you the energy, and when you get 3 people or 2 people or even yourself, we're capable of working in the supernatural realm.
Oh, yes. Oh man, it's happening again.
Like,
I know. I got the chills.
I'm serious. When you walk in the Spirit, I mean, you can work in the supernatural. And I know our group name is Supernatural Inc. Technology, and
that's awesome.
picked that name. And I originally, Tessa, we've been on your show a long time ago. I don't know if you remember. This is back.
I recognize your voice.
We were on your show a long time ago.
You guys should really come back. I want you guys on again for sure.
I want Chris. I want to put a ghost box in Chris's hand and see what the hell happens.
That would be awesome.
I know, just to see what. You know what's crazy is that I remember. It's funny that you said that, because I've done it on somebody else's with Bill. And according to what they tell me, they know who I am on the other side. And the messages that Tessa and Sandra got,
Oh, you said I, and then you started breaking up again.
Yeah, he did. Chris?
Hello?
Tessa?
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, Chris is all, they're jarbling you, Chris. They took you underwater. You said I, and then everything else was jarbled. I can't hear you, Chris.
No.
Can he hear us?
See, I don't know if he can hear us. See, he's dealing with a few cases. Whatever these two cases are.
They know
Is he back?
that I can see, and it's weird. My heart
he can't hear us.
Can
you hear us? Yeah, you said I and everything.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna
Tiger.
this.
Tiger.
You know what? Because they're saying, "Welcome back, Chris."
It's the Garcia effect.
Yeah, Chris.
I'm telling you, but
Tessa, you got some energy going on, and you kind of lost maybe a little focus on that. You need to get back in the. You haven't lost complete focus, obviously, but just from what Chris just did with the prayer, and that created an energy that is done floated all around our environment. I mean, it goes outside.
Yeah, and
the universe.
Like you're saying, we all did it together. You know, we're doing a moment of silence. We're sending our energy out to protect these kids, and I'm sending it from like my heart chakra, my crown, and building a dome around these kids. I don't feel like I lost focus, and I feel like the last 3 days of my life, I've actually come back to who I am really more than I have been in a very long time. So I feel very on point and focused, and I think it's just our energies together can cause some really wonky, crazy technical, I call them paratechnical difficulties, but a lot of times when Chris is saying something that the other side does not want people to hear, it will jarble them. Like he said I, and then the rest was blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's just like, please say it again, because I totally missed what you were saying, Chris, and I want to hear it.
That's right. And see, these things want the way the world's going right now. The energy that I've been getting so many messages and text messages like, Katie, have you felt this shift going on? And I'm like, the shift's been going on for a long time now. And they're like, so some people are like, so what do you think the shift is? I'm like, I mean, I ain't getting all religious on you, but you are asking my opinion. So, I mean, because a lot of people I know aren't religious. I know most of the people I know in the paranormal field aren't religious. Okay, and a lot of psychic mediums I know not religious, but I do know some that are religious. So I'm not saying that all the ones I know aren't, but I do know some that are. I just find it odd, but anyways, that's a different topic. See, I lost focus. I'm sorry. That's my ADD.
That's all right. I feel you, sister.
My bad.
No bad on your. You're all good.
Chris has got my back. Take it, Chris.
What I was saying is that not only that y'all couldn't.
There he goes again. He's going out, man.
Yeah, maybe you should take it off Bluetooth then or something, because you're jarring again. I don't know. We gotta put our roots in real good.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody's like, tell us. Me too, I'm in my seat just waiting.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Okay. We can hear you.
Okay, now what I was going to say is that I was like, I don't know why, because I don't know how many other callers we have. But one thing I was going to say, what's her name? The one I was putting that intent about that 2 girls, I would say just manifest, and I do feel that you were meant to call. And I'm going to say that right now, my ears are, that's telling me speak today. one thing I was going to say is that there's a lot of manifestation right now. And like I said, and I know that all of you didn't hear this, but the frequency that we did that prayer, and even before, was 11:11. So there's a manifestation time right now. Because the veil is very extremely thin. And that we have to put more of grounding on us, more protection, because you don't know what's coming. But I'm going to tell you right now, like I was telling Tessa when we started the show, I actually thought I was going crazy. I told everybody, I said, what the hell is going on? Is it just me or what? And they're like, what are you talking about? I said, why do I feel like something was going to happen on that 20-year anniversary of 9/11? And I talked to Queen, I talked to like maybe 4 people, and you know what they told me? They're like, Chris, it's not you, because we felt it too. Like, we almost felt like something was happening.
I think a lot of us felt it, and we're kind of on the edge of our seats, like, what is going to happen? And then when it didn't happen, it was just like a big relief, but at the same time, like, I still feel it coming, like it's still there.
And
something did happen. Something did happen. A plan happened.
Oh, a plan, came together.
Yeah, and I do feel like
a plan happened, and the seed has been planted.
Oh, you're so right, sister. You're so right.
Man, I was Chris really helped me out, because I didn't tell him this, or maybe I did. I can't remember. I opened and but anyways, I was going through some weird, I never cry, and I don't cry. It's been a very long time since I'd shed a tear. But I feel emotion, and I whine, but I don't cry. I feel as if it's a sign of weakness, but it's not. That's just my opinion. It's not, though. That's just my opinion. But dude, I was so jacked up for not last week. I think because I was going into another spiritual connection, because I was visited by a Loa, and I called my husband. I was like, a girl here named Loa is here, LWA, and he goes, no, that's Papa Legba. I said, oh, well, she can't. I said, well,
it's a Loa.
She came at me aggressively, and he said, stop calling it a she. It's not a she. It's a deity. I said, okay, I'm sorry. I said, I'm sorry, but this Loa, came at me aggressively because it felt like it got to me too late to give me a message, and it doesn't happen very often. But I relayed the message, and I was like, I asked my husband, because he knows all about that kind of stuff. I said, okay, so why do they want tea, hot tea? What's that about? And he goes, my husband's like, oh my God, 6 tea right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know I didn't know that's something that I don't know I still don't understand it, but that's my husband's thing. But whatever, it said who it was, and I said, I was joking around. I was like, can you spell that for me? And it was IWA. LWA. It was LW. It was Loa? I was like, and it got aggressive. I was like, you need to back up, man. I didn't even kick you out the house yet.
Yeah, you better back up on me right now.
I was like, hold on now. You about to have to roll.
I was going to say, how many callers do we have, Tess? Because I don't want to make sure that we forgot everybody.
We're doing good. I think, okay, so we had Linda first hour, right? And then now we have Miss Kate, my Kate.
Yeah.
And then we have Brave Sir Robin come next, and then we finally got area code 408 in, thank God, because I was stressing out on that.
I know.
I'm trying everything, but we got her, so I'm so grateful. But man, it's so hard to let go of her. But we do have to do everybody's
you guys, I'm going to continue to listen, and you know what? I'm just so humbled to even be able to talk with both of you at the same time and just be able to share.
I appreciate that, Kate.
I'm so grateful.
Like we just shared a circle of things, and listen to Chris with that synchronization with numbers, because I kept seeing 222, 444, 555, 1111, 111.
Yeah, I get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I get those a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, I never get those.
So
I do. I'm the wild card.
This is the part that I think y'all didn't hear me. I think when it was going that gibberish, but before we go any further, this is what I was told. And this is probably why y'all didn't hear it. They're telling me to tell you everything's in numbers. Just remember just that quote right there.
It's true. Angels even speak in numbers, they say.
Yes,
like
remember
music.
I told you, there's a gentleman that said, I knew what the frequency of 18 was, and he needed to know what it was. I said,
and like Lisa said, everything's in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm like, I don't know what frequency 18 is. I mean, he is telling me, like, he got frustrated, and I was like, well, if you need to back off, I don't know what it is. But anyway, y'all have a good night.
Oh, if you want to, we're about to go to our musical break, so if we even started with anybody right now, it really wouldn't make a lot of sense. So I think if you want to hang out for, like, 6 minutes longer, then we'll go to music break, and then we'll bring in Sir Robin and our next caller, because I don't want to start a call right before break. To me, that's just, like, too much, and a lot of things are set on break, so...
Hey, you know what you're doing with all that. I have no idea how that works.
I'm just trying to keep the flow going okay. I don't know. Is this the right thing to do?
I think it's going great. I think you're doing great.
Well, thank you.
I feel really good. Like,
me too. Like,
really
when we did that moment of silence, I'm so grateful that you did that, Chris, because doing that for those kids and sending out that energy, I still don't feel drained, but I felt bumps coming from my feet on up. Not once, but a few times there, on different occasions while we were talking, but it's amazing. Like you said, Kate, when we get together, even in prayer, when there's more than one person, when there's, I think 3 or more, or whatever, when there's a multiple of people in prayer, you really can do a lot, because we all have that light within us, and when we use that light to protect others and help each other and whatnot, like, we are heard, and so there's a higher power involved that just makes it that much stronger. Trying not to cry right now, but yeah, it's really amazing that we can do that, and we do have that power, and a lot of people don't realize it. They're like, man, I really wish I had that. And you do have that.
That's the shift. That's the shift people are feeling, because think about it. The churches were closed. People couldn't go to church. So they're not getting that energy that they're used to getting from going to church. So that's the shift. People are starting to walk more in the worldly ways. They're following the flock. See, that's what people are feeling. And if you're not spiritual, you can be spiritual. I don't care, what religion you are. If you're spiritual and you have a personal relationship with your Creator, that's good. We want you to, and your intentions are good. That's great. And but the thing is the shutdown really messed up a lot of things, but it was even before the shutdown. But that exactly is what the shift is people are walking in more of the worldly way instead of their spirit. And people realize that it's going to hit us all like a ton of bricks. But,
well, I feel what you're saying there. Go ahead, Chris. You first, then I'll say what I'm saying. Go ahead, Chris. You first, then I'll go.
Chris. Yeah, go, Chris.
Okay, listen to the show. No, what I was saying is that I sent a link to my friend Emily, because she's one of them that something happened, but I'm not going to say too much. My prayer with you and Valerie to reconnect. And just know that even though they don't know you, but we're all brothers and sisters. So I just want you to know that we put that positive energy with the kids and the safety of for anyone not to get harmed, and just know that God is strong and God is good, and God has always had your back. So don't ever feel like you're alone if you're listening to the show. Because I know I sent her the link, Tessa, so I don't know if she's listening, but if she is listening, y'all can tell her. Yeah.
Yes, we're here.
Yes.
On the line.
Yeah, please hold. Go ahead and finish what you were saying, Chris. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying to keep praying for that family, and we love you in God's name.
Yes,
absolutely. Amen. Indeed.
Done.
But I was saying, you were saying, like, a lot of people are going to the worldly realm, and I refer to a lot of these people as sheeple, like they're just following the herd, they're flocking, they're not using their intuition or anything else. They're just kind of doing what they're told. And there's others of us that, like you said, are feeling the shift, we're feeling different things happen, but I have noticed over the last, several years that there are a lot of people coming into the spiritual realm as far as they're noticing their gifts, they're noticing their powers, they're noticing how they can help others and in a different way as opposed to following the flock. And so that is a good light on this whole subject, because even kids, like, it blows my mind. Like, my kids, we're all mutants and we're all doing our own thing, but they all have this gift and they know it, and they're kind of empowered. And then there's others that are just like, dying and going the other direction. So I think as long as we stay strong and work together and lift each other up and help each other out of this, it feels like a swamp or, a lava field or whatever, a tar field. We got to help each other out of it, and we got to keep going, and we got to help others out of it. It's such a crazy era right now.
I see so many people in is it sink sand, or what is it, sink sand?
Quicksand, yes.
Quicksand. That's what I'm seeing. Quicksand, and it's coming quick. And it's like you said, there are people things are starting to click back. And when things start to click back, it's going to be, that positivity is going to be fierce. So,
yeah, a lot of people are being awakened, and a lot of people are
remembering.
Yeah.
And I pray constantly for people to be, to awaken that spiritual. It starts with your soul, and then it goes into your spirit. And when I first investigated years and years ago, he's like, okay, how many ghosts are here? No, it's not ghosts, they're spirits. And I'm like, I'm a spirit too.
Souls.
I'm a spirit as well. But so you have your soul and your spirit. And I look at them as two different things.
Yes.
But there is no wrong or right way when it comes to anything like that. But
anything is possible.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Right, because nobody really knows in the paranormal field.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we do have to go to our second musical break. Break out your cocktails if you got them. Smoke your bone, load your bowl, whatever you need to do. We got some Caribbean songs coming to you. We got Hosni Bronx, again, hailing from the Jamaica realm, and also going back and forth from there to the Bronx of New York. So he's going to be singing Free Child and Strong Life. And then we have King Cinnamon. It is from Biafra, Nigeria, with Rosie. These are really good songs. If you guys love music, you'll love this. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this musical break.
Who decided this life
yeah, it's funky on the beats.
Suck my boobs, you got my body loose. Anytime you talk me, you got me confused. Suck my boobs, you got my body loose. Anytime you talk me, you got me confused. Cinnamon, cinnamon, do it softly. I said you wine your body, eat the sweetie, sweetie. Make it rock my body, I am feeling horny. Make it touch my body, I am feeling sweetie. Suck my boobs, you got my body loose. Anytime you talk me, you got me confused. Suck my boobs, you got my body loose. Anytime you talk me, you got me confused. All my men, they wear out. All my guys, they wear out. Imarama, Imarama, Rosie. Imarama, Imarama, Rosie. All my men, they wear out. All my guys, they wear out. Imarama, Imarama, Rosie. Imarama, Imarama, Rosie. Muko mukeji, go bere muketa. Oya muko mukeji, oya bere muketa. Daddy mu ekon, omo ni pe mukeji. Daddy bere muketa, omo ni fún mi lẹ́yìn. Daddy fisi fisi, omo ni ẹjọ. Daddy saucy saucy, omo ni ẹjọ. Daddy kosi kosi, omo ni ẹjọ. Daddy tohin kosi, omo ni ẹjọ. Daddy and his baby, them dey for corner. Daddy begin the touch and the girl dey holla. Now daddy begin the open the shirt collar. Now something come out, daddy begin the suck am. Daddy mu ekon, omo ni pe mukeji. Daddy bere muketa, omo ni fún mi lẹ́yìn. Daddy fisi fisi, omo ni ẹjọ. Daddy saucy saucy, omo ni ẹjọ ẹjọ. All my men they gbero, all my guys they gbero. Imarama, Imarama, Rosie. Imarama, Imarama, Rosie. All my men they gbero, all my guys they gbero. Imarama, Imarama, Rosie. Imarama, Imarama, Rosie. Suck my boobs, you got my body loose. Anytime you touch me, you got me confused. Suck my boobs, you got my body loose. Anytime you talk me, you got me confused. Cinnamon, cinnamon, do it softly. I said you wine your body, eat the sweetie, sweetie. Make it rock my body, I am feeling horny. Make it touch my body, I am feeling sweetie. Suck my boobs, you got my body loose. Anytime you talk me, you got me confused. Suck my boobs, you got my body loose. Anytime you talk me, you got me confused. Kissy, kissy, I'm money. Ejo, daddy saucy, saucy, I'm money. Ejo, daddy kosi, kosi, I'm money. Ejo, daddy kahin kosi, I'm money. Daddy contact, I'm money. Ejo, daddy comfort. Daddy consist, I'm money. Ejo, daddy can eat. Daddy 120, I'm money. Ejo, daddy 18. Daddy 240, I'm money. Ejo, daddy 360. Daddy and the baby, them there for corner. Daddy begin the touch and the girl the holla. Daddy begin the open the shirt collar. I come to come, daddy begin the sucker. Daddy mu ekon, omo ni pe mukeji. Daddy bere muketa, omo ni fún mi lẹ́yìn. Daddy fisi fisi, omo ni ẹjọ. Daddy saucy saucy, omo ni ẹjọ ẹjọ. All my men they gbero, all my guys they gbero. Imarama, 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 Imarama.
Oh yeah, it's funky on the beats.
Babylon to make you suffer. Babylon to make you suffer. Babylon to I don't like to fight, but if we are together, it will work. It will work. Whoa, whoa. Babylon no have no heart. 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 My people, you have to survive. Yeah, you must rebuild you and make your own way. You must not give up. The beginning of the revolt will start. We need to follow our true destiny. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know, whoa, why my people live this life. I don't know, whoa, why my people live this life. The obstacle we face, yeah, is Babylon. The world is a good place, yeah, for our freedom. You take everything, you don't breathe anything, yeah, yeah. Young life, all anti-dread. We must believe in a magical, powerful force that unite us, and not just these people stay speechless again. We don't want to talk, no, it's time to fight, yeah. We start talking. Babylon make you suffer. 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 What the desire? Young life. We are ready to fight.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us this evening on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. I'm your host, TessaTNT, and tonight we have Psychic Chris Garcia, and we are now joined by Brave Sir Robin. Welcome, you guys. We're talking about time right now.
It's just so weird how we're just talking about it, because I know Sir Robin's got a question, but one thing I was saying is that it happened to me too. Like, I went to bed at 5, and then I look back, it's at 7, and then from 7 it went to 10, and I'm thinking, I only went to sleep at 7. How could it jump from? I thought it was like 9 o'clock, so I was going backwards instead of forward, and I thought, okay, we're losing time or something's going on. And then check this out, Tess. I was outside because we were covering the pool, right? And I don't know where my mind was, and I'm not joking. You know how they say that the globe turns, right? The earth turns very, very, very slow, right? And you're not supposed to feel it, right? That when you're standing, you're not supposed to feel that the earth is turning very, very slow.
I don't know, because
I'm going to tell you this. I got a story to tell you. Listen to this.
Okay.
Well, we were covering the pool, and I was just standing there. I wasn't like running back and forth. I was still, and I noticed that we were putting a tarp over it, and they were like, "Hold on, we'll get to it in a second." And I don't know if I went into a trance, but I was aware, and I looked at the ground, and I thought, "Oh shit!" So when I looked, I could see like it looked like the cement was moving. And I thought, I'm on the basketball court. Why the hell does it look like the like where I'm standing, like I could see it moving. So then
That's
I thought,
how
okay,
it starts, and then all of a sudden your whole body feels like you're dizzy.
yes.
You got
And that's how I felt. And it's weird though, because like they say, you're not supposed to feel the earth turning, but for some reason that day you should have seen it. I felt dizzy.
it's vertigo.
And,
I've been
yes,
getting that for almost a year now, off and on. Not always, only at certain times.
And then I looked and I thought, this is some crazy shit. I think it's either I'm fucking losing it or I'm feeling this earth moving. Like I could feel like everything. I was even looking at the clouds. That's how crazy it was. I was looking at the clouds and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, oh crap, we're turning. And I thought, I know this is not the medium part. This is the psychic
when
part. I
my...
look up for some reason. But when I looked up, I could swear like I looked and I could see like it rotating. And I thought, this is impossible because I'm not in space. So why the hell am I looking at the clouds and it looked like I could see like the edge of the globe turning? And I thought, okay, Chris, get a hold of yourself. And then I was actually talking to myself. I said, you know what? I need to go fucking get some water because this shit scared the shit out of me.
Well,
so then I went to go drink some water. And then when I went to go get some water, I thought, okay, maybe the water is going to help me, right? So I got the water and I stood on the court and I stood there for like a second thinking, oh, you know, it's my imagination. It's not moving, right? So I stood there and I looked again. I looked at the ground and I saw it move. And I thought, okay, there's something that I'm either tapping into or the people that are very sensitive are going to start even feeling the globe move. And I thought it was just me. But now that you're telling me that this should happen,
I'm so glad that you said that because I thought like I have a tumor in my brain or something. Because I tried okay, so usually I internalize things and I'm like, okay, it's okay, I can deal with this. But I told my family every time it happened to me, oh my God, right now I have vertigo. Right now it feels like the world is spinning, which it is. But I felt it.
But you
I felt it. And I was like, whoa, I'm sorry, I just got vertigo. And they're like, what, are you okay? Do you need to sit down? I'm like, no, I think I got it. I even felt it when I went to Seymour, Texas the other day. I go into the store to get water. I grab 2 bottles of water and a brush and some conditioner because I forgot some things at home. And I didn't say anything to them because, you know, they're from Texas and they wouldn't understand me. And so I just grabbed it under the counter and I breathed in deep and I'm like, I got this, I can get through. I'm not going to faint. I don't need to get anxiety about fainting. This is just vertigo. Something is happening. And it's funny that you're saying it's the earth spinning. Maybe it's CERN doing its thing and the earth spins extra fast or I don't know what the hell is happening. But it has happened several times to me throughout the last year. It's not all the time, but several different times. And I'm like, oh my God, do I have a brain tumor or something? So I'm so grateful that you're saying that you're experiencing it too because I'm like, oh, holy shit. I gotta go get another MRI and CAT scan and shit.
Okay, well, you know what's funny? And I don't know if anybody can research in the chat. But I was just told a message. I don't know where this is coming from. But when we feel that, listen to this, Tesla. When we feel the earth moving, it's moving 3 degrees.
What the hell?
Diagonal. Okay?
That's right, Ramona. Degrees. It is a trip. I am totally tripped out right now. 3 degrees. And that sounds like it sounds like some amount, but that's very large to us, you know, human
exactly. For you looking at the ground and you can actually see it moving. I mean, if anybody can relate to this, please call in because I know I wasn't losing my mind. Because if I'm looking down at the ground and I see it moving, I'm thinking, oh shit,
I would love for people to call in, but right now I'm kind of stressed out because we got Robin and Linda on the line, so I'm like, please don't call in till the after party because we can't deal with you right now. We still got Robin and Linda on the line.
Yeah, I know.
But even Robin's been noticing this. Robin, I don't know if Linda has either.
But for Sir Robin, what is it that you wanted to ask me?
Whee! Here we go again. Spinning around.
Go ahead, Sir Robin.
I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
Um,
I'm about to sing. You spin me right round, baby, right round, baby, right round, round.
my first question is,
Go ahead.
why is it that I want to go to Madal so bad?
Past life?
Well,
There's
there's
a
this place
connection.
called Madal.
There is a connection, and you know what was crazy? I think you know what, this is even scaring the shit out of me. I was actually gonna say what Tessa said. You know what? I'm actually just like my friend Beth says. I don't know shit because she just took the words out of my mouth. So actually
Well, you
now
know,
I'm
we're
actually
siblings,
freaking out
so
because now it's like you're in my damn head now.
yeah, we're siblings, so we can complete or start each other's sentences.
So what I was told to tell you, Sir Robin, is that it's a past life, but that past life is kind of like coming into the present. So it's kind of like you want to feel like, for some reason, I'm getting the word closure. I don't know why I'm getting that, but you need closure to
It's
go
so
visit
good.
this area. You need to go visit so you can have this closure to it, because there is a past life, but there's something that you need to go to get something from there and to. Excuse me, why all of a sudden am I burping? Okay, that's just weird.
It's probably my
Okay.
fault because I'm drinking this Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA.
Okay, so it's
So now you're
like
burping for me too.
I'm telling you, impact. I swear. But the thing is, like I was saying, there's a reason why you're drawn to it, Sir Robin. I feel like you're supposed to go. I
I
can't
think if
figure
he
out what
did
it
that,
is.
you know, all the things that he wants to do with comics and wrestling and all this
Oh
other
my
stuff, I feel like if he goes and visits his past life location, or even if he can somehow do it astrally, because right now physical travel is virtually impossible unless you have a passport, all your vaccinations, etc., etc. That would be so healing for you, and you can move on, move
Yeah,
past
and I
that.
feel like and I think he needs closure. So what I would do is that what I was told to tell you, it's true what Tessa said. It would be an awesome gift for you to go there, but due to the COVID and all this other stupid shit, you have to go in a way to, before you go, is ground yourself. Okay, think of the location in your head, and what I want you to do is visualize. Just keep visualizing the name, and just keep saying it over and over. Where you want that name of that place that you want to go, and then as soon as you go to sleep, what I want you to do is count to 10. 1, 2,
Or
and you
count
just
back
count
from
slow.
10.
Yeah, and you can count backwards. You can either
10,
count forward or
9,
backwards.
8,
But
yeah.
you do it very slow. And by the time you get to 0 or 10, you're gonna be there. You're gonna be like in a deep sleep, and you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, am I really
Self-hypnosis sort of
here?"
thing.
So you're gonna feel like it's just a dream. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not gonna be a dream. You're actually gonna be there. Okay.
You know that place is haunted and also call it cursed too.
I've heard that term before.
Well, I'm being told that there's a reason why you're supposed to go.
And it's cool that you said that, Chris, because Linda Jed in the chat room said he can go in dreams, and that's when I've been able to astral. I cannot meditate, I can't do things like that, but when I go into the dream realm, I've been able to do it subjectively over the years. After being victimized in my dreams, I've gained power. I know how to get past things, I know how to fly, leap and bound, and I can even breathe underwater. I have accidentally astraled a couple times in my dreams, so if you're not able to meditate, Sir Robin, perhaps you can, like Chris said, count down as you're going to sleep. Learn some self-hypnosis in order to get out of your body and to be able to go to this place. That is awesome.
Yeah.
I've done it before, so I'll do it again.
Yeah, and you know what you can do? Get a journal and write everything you see. And what I want you to do, and a lot of people don't really bring up this kind of old things, but you know what I'm being told to tell you? Since you go to Astro, what I want you to do is visualize your eyes as cameras. And when you go there, you know how like when you blink your eyes, you're actually taking pictures in your third eye, and you keep that and you have it as a memory. And then when you have it in the memory, it goes into your downloads and it stays with you until you cross over and you take that photo with you. And then once you're on the other side, it's gonna be in your folder. And then when you look, you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, I did go!" You know, and then you're gonna see it and you're gonna think that you're losing your mind, but you really did go. And when you put those pictures in your head, it's gonna come out of your mind and go into your records of all the lives that you have, and you put it in your file. And then once you do that, it gives you some peace of mind. Okay.
Miss Linda, she was backing me up with, you can go in your dreams, and then she backed me up on the self-hypnosis, and she said you can view from afar, but you can actually go there. Just remember, because every time I've accidentally astraled, I try to manipulate my physical body, and you can't do that in the astral. It's all about the spirit, so you have to kind of will your way. So will your way that direction or wherever you want to go. Just use your will and that sort of propulsion, even kind of like you're swimming, I think would work. I just remember the 2 times that I was in astral that I did not mean to be there, I was trying to use my physical body, so it appeared as if I was really, really drunk. Because if you're trying to use your physical body in the astral, you're overcompensating. You don't have to do that. You use your mental and basically your will. You can will yourself in a certain direction.
Wow. And I was told to tell you too, as you're doing it, you count your blessings. Oh, that makes perfect sense. So when you count backwards or forward, you're actually counting the blessings until you get there. And then when you count when you're there, you're like, okay, that's a blessing for you. Because that's what I'm being told to tell you. Count your blessings. So it's like a countdown. And once you're there, have it in your heart and take it with you. Okay?
Was there anything else? Brave Sir Robin?
Yes.
Okay.
My next question is that...
We still got Linda. Hurry.
I'm
sorry.
That, I feel like that I'm supposed to protect something because I think it's from my mom's side.
Okay.
That and I think maybe from both sides of my family, that I know that I have that I think maybe 2 or 3 members of my family, their ancestors, that they're Freemasons.
Nice.
Interesting. Well, I do feel like you're supposed to protect them. You know what's weird? As you were telling me that, the cart just fell off of my
Isn't that funny how that happens? Oh my gosh. I can't wait to hear what you say.
That it says that Archangel Raphael is going to be healing because they need healing in their life. And there's like, I'm being told, like, there's sickness, and you're supposed to be there to support them, that it's okay, everything's going to be fine. You just put that positive energy into it, and what you want to do is visualize their aura of the body, and you heal them by putting the hand over their body. So it's like kind of like you're just drawing an outline with your hand. You start from the head and you go all the way down, and you say prayers as you're going down their body. You say whatever prayer comes to your heart, and you go all the way down to their legs, and then you go up around the other leg, and then go around the arms, the fingers. You go around everything, and then to the tip. And then once you at the very tip of the head, you say in your heart and in your mind, so it is, so mote it be. And then after that,
so it is, so may it be.
So then once you do that, you actually you did a healing. Not, I don't want to say ritual because that doesn't sound appropriate, but you did a ritual prayer over their body, just with your hands, just with the tip of, not touching their head, but just like an inch from their body.
Touching the head is the best way to do a blessing.
Yeah, and you start from the head and you work the way down, and then on the other side of the body, you come over as you make it. Because what you're doing is you're putting a circle over their body, and that is their protection on top of the aura that they already have. You're just giving an extra blanket over them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
And I don't think this is not really a question really, but so it was about maybe 11 or 12 years ago. I had this long distance relationship with with a girl in Maryland, and so I think I was the one who broke it off. But I keep on having this feeling that she would like to contact me again.
Well, she may. Don't worry yourself about it.
I would say just like the other caller. I would say just don't worry about it. If it's
It'll happen
to
if it's meant to. Yes.
If it's meant to, it's gonna manifest on its own. You can put that intent.
Just keep working on yourself.
Work on yourself. But if it's meant to be, you say, if this is meant to happen, let her come to me. If it's not, just let it go. Just let it go.
Okay.
Okay?
You got this.
All right.
You got it, sir.
Brave Sir Robin. He's my hero.
I know. He's my buddy.
Right. Oh, that's
it. Thank you.
Night, love and light, Sir Robin.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
So next we have Miss Linda on the line. Linda, are you still there?
Yeah, I am.
Thank you for coming out and being so patient. You're amazing.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you. So what is it that... Go ahead, Linda. What did you want to talk to me about?
In the conversations that have been going on, I realized that you and I need to talk about frequency, but that's something that we can do offline because I have a lot of notes on different things that happen at different frequencies. And a lot of that is chakras, and a lot of that is when you do the solfeggio, which is the musical, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Those frequencies tune into your chakras and a lot of other things. So
wow.
That's what I'm studying. I'm collecting information about what people are finding at different frequencies.
You know what?
Maybe the hearing. Maybe hearing, because we have the human hearing ends at 20 hertz. And so 18 is average. So
interesting. You know what? You just hit a number on that one. You want to know why? Because if you listen to the show, I'm being told the major topic, and I've noticed that through the whole show, is frequency. Removing.
We're full of energy.
Energy. Manifesting. Energy. Yes. And it's funny because now that you said that, I feel that with me thinking that I was losing my mind, which I wasn't. Thank you, Tessa. You're not alone on this one. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because knowing that I felt the earth moving, that's frequency right there. But the fact is, this is what the creepiest part of that is, that the earth is moving. Okay, we all know this, but the fact is, as a human being, we are not, and I repeat this, you are not supposed to feel the earth moving. So that means that there is something in the numbers along with the frequency. So there is okay, that was just weird. I just heard that. There is geometry, and I just heard that. That was just crazy. Geometry within the frequency, within the numbers. So the fact that I felt the earth moving, there's a major shift outside of the globe. Does that kind of make sense to y'all? I don't know why I was saying that, but that's what
has more. I think it has more to do with you, Chris, because we all grow in frequency level the more that we focus on our spirituality. And I noticed that there was a change for you not too long ago, and it might have happened at the same time, and you just happened to feel it in that kind of vein.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's not only all over, our universe. It's around our world. It's all over.
I mean, it's insane. And it's weird though, because it is. Because when you think that it's Virgo, thinking that it's
vertigo,
You think it's you,
yeah, I
but
thought I
it's
had a
but
tumor in my brain. I was like, oh my God.
you should have seen my face. If you would have seen my face and I called you on Messenger, I'm gonna like, Tessa, am I awake?
Are you guys doing this show
Or
with video too?
no,
Or is
No,
it just-
you can see.
not yet.
No, you
we'll
can
get
not
there.
yet.
Next month we'll get there.
But like I
Ooh,
said,
nice.
just know that what you said, it resonates with me. And I was told to tell you, even though I know we need to talk private about the frequency, but I'm being told that you are a manifester and you are here
She's
for a
a
purpose.
teacher. She's a leader. She's supposed to lead people.
Yeah. She's supposed to teach people. And I
I'm an
actually want to say,
ancestor?
Guide them.
Yeah.
You're guided.
and I feel like she's gonna be a person that's gonna be, and this is, I've never actually heard this before, but she's a frequency teacher.
Oh.
She's a
I
frequency.
have definitely the interest in doing that. Yeah.
So
The more
maybe when we,
information you have,
so if we can talk later, just make sure that when you do this, message me and we can either do a room chat.
Well, I have to say,
make
like,
rooms.
that's very interesting because I just got a notification this last week, and it's talking about this school of healing that you can go to, and it teaches you how to use frequencies and energies and all this other stuff. And it's more of like a psychical school, and it's free. It's free online, and I'm like, okay, what's the catch here? Okay, because nothing is for free, but I think it's just like people like us that are trying to help other people, or like for me, trying to have a safe space for everybody to be in. Like, there is no judgment here. Say what you need to say because we all experience crazy shit.
Yes, exactly.
But they're teaching you how to heal through frequencies. So what you're saying right now, Chris, makes total sense to me. So if I can find it again, I'll send it to you and you can send it to her. But it's amazing because that's what she needs to do for real. She can make money off this, or she can help people off this, whatever your thing is.
Oh my God, I'm getting information for her. Okay, I think I told my other friend this. Ooh, okay, I'm getting chills all over. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I gotta calm down. I'm freaking out. Okay.
My ankles are buzzing. That's
what
weird.
I'm being told, I'm freaking out like shit. Okay, well, the thing is I'm being told for you to use tune forks.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm being told the sound
tuning forks,
that when you hit them together, it's gonna go not just from the tune forks, but there's frequency. It's almost like electricity from the forks. It's gonna float through your body, and it's gonna come on the circle all around. And then when you have your right hand out and you have your left hand. What it's gonna do, it's gonna do like a circle, and it's gonna go in and then out. Whatever what you don't need, it's gonna get rid of it, and then whatever you need is gonna stay with you. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Many years ago, someone did chakra tunes for me, and I thought there was only 7 chakras. And she says, I know one more, it's above that. And then I know one more, and it's above that. And she ended up doing like 11 chakra tunes, and that's when I started.
Like 11 or 12.
Wow.
And so there's more than 7 chakras, and a lot of people don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we definitely need to talk. And you know what? I feel her vibration, and I'm glad that she's on my Facebook, because you know what? She is, oh my God, she is so angelic. I don't even have the words. I'm speechless right now because everything she said.
You better introduce me, little big brother. I gotta have her on my show.
Oh my God.
Okay, Chris. What frequency are you feeling right now?
Oh, well, everything going on.
I want to be.
I want to say you actually, like, all I'm hearing is like this weird, like, humming noise. When I hear your voice, I'm hearing. It's almost like.
It's like 2 tones.
Yeah, and that's what it's weird, and it's weird because
I could learn that stuff too. You know, you can do it with your own.
So just know that you are at a very high frequency. I think you're within between a 10 and 11. Your vibration is so high that the aura that I see right now is purple and gold around you.
Oh my goodness! Oh, that's
purple
so
and gold.
That is awesome.
So that's you're in tune with God, and you're in tune with your higher self. Wow.
Well, I hope I can stay that way.
Okay, so is two tones known as semitones? Semitones?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Wow.
I studied music for a while, and I didn't realize what I was getting into. And
What
now
I'm looking at, it says miracle tones.
Wow. This is so. You know what's so crazy?
You can type in frequency. I'm sorry, but you can type in the word frequency on YouTube, and you can find all kinds of information on frequencies, and what their different frequencies will help you with. So it's good information out there.
You know what I was told? You know what I see? And I see a show coming for her, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's Tessa, but you know what I see with you doing? I see you getting these tune forks, and what I see you doing is that you're going to do this on the show, that as your people that are calling, they're going to be healing, and what you're going to do is that when you do the forks, you're going to hit them with the vibration, and it's going to penetrate through the phone of frequency. Somehow it's going to reach even to them, and it's going to heal them where it's supposed to. It's going to hit the chakras, and it's going to give them that chakra, like kind of like life. It's going to give it an awakening, if that makes sense.
And so that's how you actually tune your chakras. There are people out there now who know how to
stink. Try butt suds test. Suds up.
Sorry.
She's all looking it up now. No, but like I said, you have a beautiful energy, and I want you to know that stay with it, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because I'm being told that you're a beautiful spirit, and you have this lovely energy to where it's kind of like, okay, I hope I don't get sentimental on this. It's kind of like a grandmother energy to you. I feel like I feel this family connection with you. I don't know what.
My grandmother, I got my half of my abilities from my grandmother on my mother's side, and the other half from my father's side.
You know what these keys are? It says intuition activation.
You know what was so weird? This is now tell me.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt her because she was talking about her mother and her grandmother. I'm sorry. I just had to say that before I forgot.
It's okay.
Because that's really good information. We all need to listen to our intuition, very much so. If I had listened to my intuition, I wouldn't have broken my ankle, which I'm still healing from. And it's like, okay, sometimes you need a lesson. Hit you in the head. It could have had a V8,
That is so funny that you said that, because my intuition kicked in where I'm like, son, be careful when you step over that plastic rake on the plastic wood floor, because you're going to hurt yourself. And then when I stepped over it, oh no, that's weird. Can you hear me, Chris?
I can hear you fine. You know what I was told, Linda? What you can do is, do you have like oh my God, I don't even know. I think I know what. Hold on, I'm getting a message for you. They're called pyramid wands.
Is she still there?
She can hear me.
That is so weird that happened.
Can you hear me?
Here's the keys.
She just left. No, I think she just left. I think she got that. Oh my God, I got chills when you're playing that, Tess. Wow. Oh my goodness.
These are healing keys. It's intuition activation. Ooh. Where did she go? I can't hear us because we can hear each other, but that's how it goes with the Garcia effect.
I don't.
Oh my gosh. It sounds like I lost you too. Are you still there?
I know. I'm telling you. No, I'm still here. I can hear you. I don't know what the hell's going on, but tonight's been just very strange through the beginning of the show till the end. I mean, it's been just amazing, and the fact that we reconnected, and I'm gonna tell everybody this, that knowing that I was on the show for the 2nd.
Linda's back. Linda can hear you now.
Just
Linda, I played some keys really quick. Can you want to hear it for a second?
Sure.
go ahead, guys. Stay quiet for a second so we can hear these tunes.
Un momento, por favor. Here it goes.
Maybe I'll do it too. Hold on.
She's taking her time. There it goes.
Can make it to where we can hear those tunes.
Yeah. You would play them. You would play them one at a time.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
And they'll vibrate off of each other as they play. But yeah, that's awesome.
But I was told that you will
Kind
be doing
application or something.
Some sort of what?
Application.
What?
She said.
Oh, okay. So you missed it because something happened. But hold on one second. Let me pull that up. What it says. This is an intuition activation.
Okay. So
But
are you
I
saying
picked
that
up on the-
your intuition was
No, I picked
activating
up
those
on-
sounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked up on the B tones for you, and I believe those are the ones I just played. I don't know. It kind of sounds different to me, but yeah, B tones, B keys.
You know what? I actually felt like some kind of weird sensation when you were playing that test, even though it's a video.
Me too.
I have this weird sensation on my head, so that's telling me that the frequency, because it goes into our ear, so our body knows the frequency automatically. So it's kind of like we're in tuning to the to the sound, and I do feel that even though it was just a video, we're actually being healed or whatever that needs to be removed or added. We're actually getting these downloads through that frequency. So that's amazing. I can even, you know what? And I think we do need to talk. I don't know if you ever had my number, but I'll do a screenshot, so maybe we can talk. You know, I'll introduce you to my friends.
Okay.
I'll do it right now. Right now, as we're talking, I'm gonna do a. Let me know when you get the message on Messenger. Hold on, let me tell. Once you get the message on the on Messenger, just let me know. Okay, I just did a screenshot of my my totem bag, so that is my phone number. So just text me, and then we can talk. Yeah, and then what we can do is maybe I'll add. You know what? I'm gonna add Tessa for sure that day. So hopefully three of us can talk, and then whoever wants to do this,
that would be awesome. Ring me in the morning, like hit me up.
Yeah, we can do a. Yeah, I'll just do it. We can set a date where we can do a creator room, and the ones that are interested in doing this, we can do some kind of talk, and then we can maybe do some healing through videos, because I feel like we all need that.
Well, that would be nice. That would really be nice. Yeah.
So
it was really nice talking with you tonight, Chris, live.
You know what I was going to ask you, and it's funny that you asked me, because I thought it was just me. A lot of people have noticed a big that there's been a lot of people that have noticed a change in me. And when you said frequency, can you be more specific on what did you notice
like
in the change during these? What did you notice the difference?
It was in your demeanor, in the way you presented yourself, and it caused your voice to be firm and confident.
Oh, okay.
Just the outward signs, you know. Personally, I wouldn't know.
Okay.
Unless I talked with you about your own personal life, but the outward signs were what I saw, and I go, yeah. How about that?
Wow.
Right?
Well, that's you know what, that's great.
It's a good thing.
But you know, it's crazy. But because I guess a lot of people have noticed that frequency, because I noticed when I did the StreamYard, because a lot of people were just waiting for that one moment, because I kept like hesitating. But then everybody that I talked to, they said, we were just waiting for you to do the StreamYard. And once I did it, they're like, I knew it was coming. They knew it was coming.
Oh, you were having fun too.
And I did,
That
and I
was
did.
cool.
And I had fun, because I was actually and I'm actually gonna say this, and I hope I don't get emotional on this one, but I actually felt at peace when I did that, because now, even though I'm on Tessa's show and other shows, I actually can say that that StreamYard is mine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna share it with the world. And with that just being said, there can be a lot of teachings, there can be learning through StreamYard, and I feel like soon that the StreamYard is going to be the next generation even for Tessa, because Tessa got StreamYard. So I feel
I used to do
it's
Periscope for video and stuff, but I think when people, instead of just listening, when they can watch, like, it's a whole different realm. And so I've been trying to get back to video since Periscope went away, and now it's on Twitter. Now you have to have a certain thing to put your video out in order for Twitter or YouTube to accept it. Yeah, so I'm excited to do the StreamYard. I just went to Texas this weekend, and so I was kind of lost. But I did find the 2 tones of the bees. Let me see if this works better. Check this out.
Let's see what we feel.
It's coming. Hold on. He's about to do it. He just hit that one and muted it. Now he's lining it up. He's going to hit the same one. And hopefully hit the next one.
Oh my goodness. Woo!
I don't know. Wow. Raises your ear hairs for sure.
I know. I can hear it.
Yeah.
I'm getting
still vibrating.
I know.
He's about to hit the other one, I hope. He's keeping me in suspense. Oh, here he goes. Wow. He's about to do the second one. He just put something on it. A weight changes the tuning fork's pitch. Weird.
Okay, that was
Isn't it weird how different tones affect you?
You know what was weird is that when you did that test, I was told to close my eyes, and I felt something on my third eye when you did that. That was so weird. That was so weird because I felt something like on my forehead, and I thought, okay, what the hell is going on? I was thinking, is that another download that I'm not aware of? Because and you know what, Linda? I know that you were talking about frequency, but I ain't even gonna lie to you. I still know that even though it was a different frequency, but I knew that when I was standing there, I said, I know I'm feeling this earth turning. And it was weird because when I got the message, it was turning 3 degrees. That's what I heard. It was turning.
It's really awesome. That's really awesome. And I believe every word you said, because we get these little, they're like magical, experiences that are very so personal.
They're kind of like clues.
Yeah, exactly. And I do feel that there's something about 3. I know there's something more with that 3, because it was weird that when I got the message, when I felt the earth moving, it said that it moved 3 degrees. And it's weird because it says 3 degrees Fahrenheit, which I don't know what Fahrenheit is, but I know that there is something.
Temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's something going on.
United States.
Yeah, there's something that's going on with the 3, and then there's something there. And I do see that there's going to be a lot of 3s. Yeah, exactly. Climate change. So there is something with 3. And I feel like through October, all the way, I'm being told from October to December, there is something with 3. So everyone that's listening, remember what I said. There's something to do with 3.
I had an experience with 3s on my trip to Texas. So it wasn't today, but it was yesterday. And we're driving through Texas from Seymour, Texas, near Vernon, Texas, where Roy Orbison comes from. And, there's a lot of mesquite brushes and there's a lot of mesquite piles. I don't know if these are piles for people to sell their mesquite for barbecuing and stuff. But all of a sudden I see these 2 vehicles on the side of the road. They're both policemen and then there's nobody in them, and I'm like, okay, they're just putting the lights on so people will slow down in order for people to cross. But for me, it was just like, I don't know, very strange as far as, I don't know, the realm of things.
Yeah, and it's so weird because I do feel that I do believe that you were born in Texas. What part of Texas?
Houston.
Oh,
nice.
Wow.
My grandma was Granbury, Texas.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Where's that at? Where's that?
I don't know.
Where's that?
Granbury.
Where's that at?
Granbury, where grandmas come from. Look it up.
No, but I do feel that there is a major change for October, and I feel like the frequency is going to be very, very high. Oh, and I was going to tell you something.
So here it says, Granbury is a city in and the county seat of Hood County, Texas, United States. As of the 2010 census, the city's population was 7,978. But it's basically, I saw something somewhere where I was reading this where it was near Houston somewhere, which I heard that Houston was like the third largest city in the United States. I was like, are you freaking serious?
It's been that way a long time, actually.
I know, it blew me away.
You know how they do it? They move out their border.
Oh, yeah. They grow and grow. Kind of like the Blob.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really hot and muggy and, you know.
Wow.
So we moved to California after that, and when I was about 8 or 9. And so I've been a California girl ever since then.
Wow.
I wish we could all be California girls.
So, why don't I call it an evening? It was really
Oh, Linda, we lost you.
Oh, why does she keep getting out? What the hell is going
weird.
On? I know, it's just
She's
weird.
like, it's been a wonderful evening. I know it has been... I was like, okay,
weird.
what was she going to say?
I know, right? She actually got in suspense because even though it did the same thing to me, like every time I was trying to talk, y'all couldn't hear me for a second, and I thought, this is just insane.
I can't believe she got the boot. Well, we are going to the end of our time, Mr. Psychic Chris Garcia. Would you like to tell our listeners where to find you, how to contact you, or
Well, they can reach me at Chris Psychic Garcia on Facebook, or you can reach me at 210-974-3470. Again, 210-974-3470, or Garcia187BlueLove@gmail.com. And I just want to say, for everyone, I'm glad that I'm back on, and I know for Tessa, I'm telling Tessa this, that we will not have any more issues, and I will be back in November, because I don't want to be on 2 times in the same month unless it.
Okay.
It's you know, but just know that, you know, I love you guys, and keep your vibration at high, and just putting that energy out there, and just send love to the universe and cover it with the love. Together, we can make that change. It's all up to us.
Lift each other up.
Yep. Amen on that one.
Well, thank you so much once again for being our guest tonight, Mr. Psychic Chris Garcia. It's been awesome.
I know I had a great time. Always, Tess.
I really did miss you. I'm so glad you're back.
I know, and I know that we could set another, you know, the date whenever we want. You know, we'll get that.
And thank you to all of our friends on We Are Paradox Media's Facebook, KPNL Radio, Twitter, Periscope, iHeartRadio, and wherever else you are in the Omniverse tonight. I've had a wonderful time, and I can't wait to do it again tomorrow night at story time with me, TessaTNT. So I hope you tune in. We're going to be reading from the same book, 50 different stories from the supernatural and beyond. It's going to be awesome. You guys, like Chris said, don't forget, we are all in this together. Together, we can make the world better, and together, my friends, we are us. We are Paradox Media,